Division IV State Championship football on the Tusk. Tonight featuring Indian Valley versus Sandusky Perkins in Canton is being brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, Stalker Concrete, Ferris Chevrolet Buick Cadillac Toyota, Twin City Automotive, Wood Electric and Woods Tall Timbers, Altman Health System, Tusk Valley Financial, Trinity Twin City Hospital, Parkway Nissan, Willowdale Golf Carts, Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Facility, USP Sandblasting and Painting, Colwell Flower Shop, and Reichman Plumbing. Now let's head to the field with the area's best broadcast team on the Tusk.
Good evening. Welcome to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato. Remember, nothing is easy. And the Indian Valley Braves have made it look too easy on their way to the state championship game tonight. Dino, you got a state championship with Indian Valley in baseball, but tonight's the first time we've had a county team in football. And what a setting, what a night for the Indian Valley Braves and their fans and the entire community, really the whole county.
How exciting this is, and I can tell you this, Brad, when we went to the state twice, I would have loved to have been playing in Canton at Thurman Munson, where everybody could come. And it looks like there's a lot of people here from other places, other schools, that have come out. And I've heard a lot of conversation this week about this game from other people from other schools wishing us luck and hoping that the Braves can bring it home. Well, let's hope so.
We cut this a little short. We had some technical problems, but we're all fixed up now. So coming in, Grady Kinsey's got 3,000 yards rushing. Riker Williams has 1,000 passing, 1,000 rushing. And on the other side, they've got a running back who's got over 2,300 yards and a quarterback with 2,600 yards passing. So they are definitely dual threats. Not that Williams can't pass, but they haven't had to, right?
No, they haven't. And the factor that I think is going to play big is the Indian Valley defense, Brad.
Yep.
They've come a long way from giving up a bunch of points early in the year to a Dover team and a Garraway team. And they look really strong and really fast. And like I say, this will be a good matchup because you got a quarterback and a running back on both teams that are standout athletes.
They are absolutely fantastic. The band's on the field right now. Indian Valley is going to be kicking off to start this football game. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Matt Lancaster on approaching the state championship game here on the Tusk in 2 minutes.
Founded in 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for commercial, industrial, and residential needs. No job is too small or too large, and they treat every customer like family. Whether they're performing state-funded, multifaceted new construction or residential home service upgrades, their quality of work has been and always will be of utmost quality. Their goal is not only treating both the customer and the project with high regard, but they also guarantee that their work will be done respectfully, timely, and professionally. That's Wood Electric, 330-339-7002.
Follow the path to prevention to the Altman Cancer Center.
Located at
You'll experience the latest in state-of-the-art technologies and the most advanced
Nothing is
treatments
more
to
important
preserve
than the health of your children. Where can you find the best in child health care? Miranda Huffman, advanced practice registered nurse and certified nurse practitioner, is available for pediatrics and accepting new patients. Part of Trinity Health System Twin City Medical Center, Miranda Huffman has offices at 6408 McKee Road, Denison. Reach her for an appointment at 740-922-7477. As always, you and your loved ones can confidently place your trust in Trinity Health System.
Hi, folks. Matt Smith here from Parkway Nissan in Dover. The new 2025 models are starting to roll in, which means it's time to make some room on the lot. So right now, we are offering the biggest discounts of the year on all the 2024 models in stock and finance rates as low as 3.9% for 72 months for qualified buyers. So if you've been waiting for that perfect time to buy, here it is. Stop into Parkway Nissan in Dover or visit us on the web at iloveparkway.com.
Big hits, both musically and on the gridiron, are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
Yeah. Here, let's tell us with Matt Lancaster before tonight's state championship football game. Coach, congratulations. Don't know what else to say, but it's an awesome accomplishment so far, and there's still more to come.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Thank you guys for being with us all year and covering us all year. You guys do a great job. Exciting for our community, exciting for our kids, and we're looking forward to tonight.
Let's go back to last week in the rather frigid conditions in Columbus against Taft. How did you guys manage to adjust to their team speed? Because you can't really duplicate that in practice.
Well, that was the problem is, scout team, they give us a good look as best they have, but that's hard to simulate in practice. And it just took us a little while to adjust to it. Taft's a very good team, and we were fortunate to come out on top. Our kids settled in. We started to play Braves defense, and then we put together some nice nice drives against a very good defense of theirs.
Yeah, it was. What did you see, that double wing that they tried to use? Apparently he made some adjustments and started getting some penetration within that.
You know, it wasn't anything different than what we saw on film, but I guess we might have underestimated their physicality. We more saw them as a finesse spread team that likes to use their speed, and we were a little caught off guard with their physicality up front, and that's a credit to them. So our kids adjusted. We had to start using our linebackers a little bit to plug up some holes and get some stops on first down, which put them in situations that they didn't want to be in, and just adjusting to that was with the flow of the game, with the cold.
So the grittiness showed up. It's 20-15 after the first quarter. Were you expecting a shootout at that point, or we went in at 20-15 at halftime? Was that more what you thought it would be?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lower scoring game, and so for it to come out and be high scoring early, but then it settled into the kind of game that I thought it would be, and that's credit to them and credit to our offensive line. Both offensive lines, just controlling the line of scrimmage at different parts of the game, and we were fortunate to have that long drive at the end of the game to finish.
Yeah, you give you and your coaching staff a lot of credit for making adjustments. How much of that is communication with the players who are on the field to tell you what's exactly going on?
It is. It's hard to communicate with kids a lot at our level because a lot of the kids play both ways, so we can really only make adjustments one big time, and that's at halftime, and that was big because we came out in the second half and went downfield and scored on that opening drive to take the lead. But other than that, we can only communicate with 5 or 6 of them at a time, depending on if we're on offense or defense. So those guys got to communicate the adjustments to the rest of the kids that are on the field. So a lot of communication. Communication is key in the sport, and it's key, especially on game night.
Indian Valley coach Matt Lancaster will be back with more here before the state championship game on the Tusk in 2 minutes.
Looking for an alternative mode of transportation? Get a golf cart from Willendale Golf Cart Sales and Service. Willendale has over 1,000 carts to choose from, and there's one that's perfect for your needs. Whether it's putting around town or putting on the greens, from wholesale to retail, make Willendale Golf Cart Sales your one-stop shop for carts, parts, and service at 111 North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg. Online at WillendaleGolfCartSales.com or on Facebook for deals
Feed
and
your
discounts.
hunger with Friday night football specials at Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Hall on Front Street in New Philadelphia. Get the Gillen Burger and fries only $7.99, fish sandwich and fries for $8.99, and a fish dinner only $10.99. Specials are available all day. Ricardo's is open for breakfast from 8 to 10 a.m. 7 days a week, and Ricardo's banquet facility and full-service restaurant can handle all your needs, from receptions to reunions, parties, and more. For your next meal or event, remember Ricardo's, 115 Front Street Northwest, New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
USP Sandblasting and Painting in Janaton is home to all your painting and printing needs. From high-quality vinyl graphics, decals, and banners to sandblasting and painting with over 39 years experience, USP has been helping their customers stand out above the crowd. USP Sandblasting and Painting of Janaton, a proud supporter of the Indian Valley Braves.
This is Brian Williams from the First National Bank of Denison. Our commercial loans can be secured or unsecured with customized payment terms tailored to the needs of your business. We offer revolving lines of credit to smooth business cash flow and help fund seasonal cash requirements. Stop into our Dover office today at 824 Boulevard or visit fnbdenison.com for more information.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Loans are subject to credit approval. Keep it right here on Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk, for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
We're back with Indian Valley coach Matt Lancaster before tonight's state championship game. You win that game last week, 29-20. Now you face a Sandusky Perkins team. They've been here before. What are they like?
They're very good. They'll be the best team we played all year. Got a very good running back, very good wide receiver, very good offensive line, very good defense, just overall well coached. Got a strong tradition, great program. So they're going to be the best challenge we've seen this season, and you wouldn't expect anything different in the state championship game.
However, every team's different every year with new leaders, and your leaders are certainly well tested, even though they haven't quite been to the state final before. You feel pretty confident in what you've got?
Well, I mean, we're going to find out tonight, but our kids believe in themselves. We have had good leadership this year with Jackson Bircher and Grady Kinsey and Hunter Peterman and Owen Faulkner and a number of our other seniors, and our kids just believe, and they've been a determined group. We've been down in a number of games this year, and kids have fought back. We played some tough competition, so we feel that we're battle tested. We know this will be the best team we've seen all year, so we're going to find out a lot tonight.
What's the level of excitement been this week in preparing for this?
It's been good. I've been kind of trying to keep the kids' excitement down a little bit and stay hungry. Don't just be happy to be here. Just finish, and that's been our mantra this week. We've already done more than any teams in our school history has done. So finish, and that's been our mantra this week. And hopefully our kids come out and stay hungry tonight and get the job done.
Will you make sure they're focused once they're on that field for the first time in front of the big crowd?
I don't think that's going to be any problem. This group, they played in some big atmospheres. I know this is going to be the biggest of the year, but I think we're going to have a pretty nice crowd showing up, and it should be a great atmosphere. And I don't think our kids are going to be shying away from that atmosphere. I think they're going to stay focused, and they're going to play the best they can.
We're looking forward to a great 48 minutes, and it wouldn't hurt to bring a great big trophy back home, would it?
No, it would not.
Matt, thanks a lot. Congratulations, and best of luck.
Yep, thanks, Brad.
Matt Lancaster of Indian Valley on the Tusk. We'll be back here at the state championship game in 2 minutes on the Tusk.
When it comes to your concrete needs, Stocker Concrete has the products and services to complete any project. They also offer the tools for the task at hand, from floats to groovers to various sizes and styles of trowels and levels to Stocker's self-manufactured cement products such as cement blocks, septic, and reservoir tanks. Stocker Concrete also offers cement truck delivery. Call Stocker Concrete 740-254-4626. Find them at 7574 U.S. Route 36 at Janaden Hutton.
In the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle? We have what you're looking for. Hi, this is Pat Ferris, and we've got a great selection of new Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and Toyotas. Stop in and see our extensive selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, or stop in during our normal business hours, or shop online at your convenience at thinkferris.com. You can browse all of our new and used inventory, schedule service, and order parts at thinkferris.com on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
High school football is best enjoyed at a high volume. Blasting from your speakers, it's Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Indian Valley has the ball teed up and ready to kick it off to start this state championship game. They'll be on defense first. We'll talk about the defensive starters after Colt James gets his foot into the football. Indian Valley going from right to left with the blue helmets, dark blue jerseys, red football pants, white numbers. Perkins, black and white. That's their school colors. They have all white with black numerals and black helmets. James is kicking it. It's on the ground, and it's a free ball, and it's going to be followed on by Brady Lagondo at the 43-yard line. But again, that hit a Perkins player, and it was free for a moment. That's 3 times in the last 2 weeks they've almost gotten an onside
And it
kick.
looks like they're trying intentionally to line drive it at one of the up linemen who don't traditionally have the good hands.
So they'll take over at 43.
It's at the 43-yard line and giving up good field position.
1st and 10 for Sam Schweinfurth. He is the quarterback. Talked about that defense. Carson Hosseller is at one corner. Kyler Vossik's at the other. The safety is Colton Smith. We'll talk about the linebackers in a minute as Schweinfurth drops back into a shotgun. He claps his hands, and on first down, they want to throw the bubble screen out to the left side. They got a man over there. It's complete, and breaking through a tackle and getting up to about the 47-yard line. That was number 11, I believe. Is he listed as a starter? No, that was the quarterback. Was that 1? Okay.
Looks like
10? That was
10?
Brandon Collier, number 1. And so that's who they want to get the ball to a lot. He gains, we'll call it 4 yards, so it's 2nd down and 6. And again, they passed for over 2,600 yards, so this is not a big surprise. They'll go 4 wide with 1 running back in the backfield. That is 18, Isaac Bunce, who has more than 2,300 yards rushing. This team did a lot of what Indian Valley did, and was blow teams out. On 2nd down, they give it to Bunce. He's looking for room in the middle of the line. He stutter steps and then gets across the 50 to about the 48. Let's see where they're going to give him the 47 and a 1st down. Well, that's a very generous spot. So Bunce will gain the 6, and it's a 1st down on 2 plays into Indian Valley territory.
And Indian Valley starts out with 3 down linemen and has dropped Myers off into the second line.
Yeah, it's a 2 deep safety look with it looks like man coverage on the outside, doesn't it? At least it appears to be that way.
There's only one defender out there for 2 guys.
Now they're dropping back with 2 on first down. There's a play action fake again. The little bubble screen out to the left side. Collier stays in bounds and gets knocked out of bounds. Second guy to get over there and knock him away was Piscine. And so that's going to be a gain of 5 on first down as the ball is out of bounds. 10:42, the clock is stopped. Collier already with 2 catches for 9 yards, but not a surprise as he's got a lot of passing, receiving yards on the season. So 2nd and 5, Indian Valley's defense trying to figure out just exactly what's going to happen here with Sam Schweinfurth. And on 2nd down, they're going to turn and hand off to Bunce again. He hesitates. Now gets through the line, breaks through a tackle, falls forward. He's close to a first down. Let's see if they automatically give it to him. They will again. 5 yards and a first down. So they've run 4 plays and got 2 first downs.
Bunce is a good runner. He's shifty.
Yeah.
Stops on the dime, makes the cut. Wonder if he's a baseball player, Brad, with a name like Bunce.
He should be, right? Outside linebackers are Rowan Piscine and Eric Golder. The inside backers are Jackson Bircher, Bradley Barr, and Gavin Garbrand. Of course, you'll see Grady Kinsey in there sometimes as well. And on the defensive line, Hunter Peterman, Brogan O'Connor, and Caden Riggs. So 1st and 10 now at the Indian Valley 37-yard line. Schweinfurth throws out. They go on the left side. They're going to get it once again to the big receiver, and he makes some yardage down toward the 30 and is blasted out of bounds. They'll give him the 29-yard line. Boy, these spots are very generous, Dino. I hope that goes both ways. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
They've run that same bubble screen 3 plays now.
Well, you know what's coming, right?
Yeah,
Stop and go.
Also, it's putting them one-on-one with the DB, and that's a tough assignment.
2nd and 2, ball on the left hash mark. They'll go 2 wide right. This time they'll go with a wing left and a receiver to the left side. That is the short side of the field. Schweinfurth moves up to the line now. He steps back, looks back at his wristband. Play clock winding down to 7 as he turns and hands it off to Bunce. He's running left side behind a big line. It was a big zone blocking play. They pushed just enough to get about 3 yards. They needed 2. It's another first down for Perkins. Bunce with 14 yards on 3 carries.
Indian Valley is giving up chunk yardage on first down, and it's putting them into 2nd and 3, and they haven't even had a 3rd down yet, I don't believe.
They have not. And the thing is, too, it opens a playbook for Perkins. They can run, they can pass, because if you don't make it or you do something that's a negative, you still got 3rd down and you're not behind the sticks.
And they're keeping those Indian Valley linemen in the stance for a long time.
Jalen Santoro is the head coach over there in his 5th season with Perkins. Play action fake on first down. They're going deep, and they wanted to, but they're going to throw it into the flat instead and making the catch and being run out of bounds on the left side. That was, let's see who that was, Tom Bowles, who is a backup quarterback.
And once again, a chunk yardage play on first down puts Sandusky at 2nd and 2 inside the 20, inside the red zone.
25 passing yards for Schweinfurth, 4 for 4 through the air. And on 2nd down and 2 with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. First drive, they give it to Bunce. He hesitates, goes to the right side. He is going to be stacked up at the 15-yard line. The play started at the 18. He's got 3, but he only needed 2. And once again, first down on 2nd down. Impressive drive.
Substitution in there for Indian Valley, number 75 going into the game.
Yeah, that's Brogan Wilson. And so
Indian
now
Valley still with 3 down linemen.
Perkins does not huddle. That's the reason Indian Valley had to sub so quickly there. They come to the line. Yep, it's still that 3-4-3-5 look.
It's a cover 2.
First down, there's the handoff, and getting a little bit of room to run, breaking through an arm tackle at the line of scrimmage and lunging forward from the 15 to the 11 is Bunce. So he picks up 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
There might be a hold on Eli Sanchez, the right guard.
Oh, boy. Let's see if we can hear
Sandusky.
that. So scratch that play.
Oh, they call it personal foul.
Personal foul. Wow. Of course, you don't get to hear exactly what that is, but that's 15 yards. And this drive, which was going ever so smoothly, has just taken a big blow as that goes from the 15 all the way back to the 30-yard line. So it is 1st and 25. Now, they can pick up the chunk, but we'll see. This is a big break for Indian Valley. 8:35 to go in the first quarter. Now 1st and 25 for Perkins at the 30-yard line. They send a man in motion left side. They throw the bubble screen. They get it out on the side to Collier, and he's hit. Another flag goes down. I think we're going to get a block in the back, and that may go backwards again against Perkins, as this time Braylon Collier was dropped after a gain of just 3 yards at the 27, but let's check the flag. 8:25 as the clock is stopped. It is again on Perkins. This drive was going like textbook, and
it was.
2 penalties, and they're way back there now.
And it kind of reminds me of last week's game with Taft.
Yes.
Well, Taft shot themselves in the foot by just having penalties when they were down in the red zone.
Illegal block in the back, 10 more yards. So it is now at the 40. They need the 5 for a first down. It is first down, but it's 1st and 35. So again, Sam Schweinfurth, the quarterback, now with the ball on the left hash at the 40-yard line, looks over to the sideline to Coach Jalen Santoro. He might have something conservative called here. They go trips right. The 2 flankers are outside.
In a zone, Brad.
Bunts will go to the right of the quarterback. Out of the gun. First down. Little play action fake. He wants to throw long. He goes down the middle of the field, and he's got a guy out there, and it's caught for a touchdown, Perkins.
Oh, my gosh, what a throw that was.
He got behind 2 defenders at the last minute and pulled it down. And the catch was made by Blake Parker, a 40-yard touchdown pass. And so 1st and 35, no problem. And it's 6-0 Pirates.
Well, we were watching him throw before the game,
yes,
and he was impressive.
Yeah, he can fling that football. Extra point attempt. Ball is down, and the kick is up by Abuga, and it is good. So with 7:55 to go in the first, Perkins strikes first. It's 7-0, and we'll be back here on the Tusk in 1 minute.
Twin City Auto has some great December deals for you to keep your vehicle running smoothly this winter. Mobile full synthetic oil is only $6.99 a quart. Power Service diesel fuel supplements, $9.99 a quart. Max starting fluid, the 12-ounce container, $5.99. And Napa full synthetic oil for $4.29 per quart. Twin City Automotive, with locations in Uricksville and Strasburg.
Founded in 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for commercial, industrial, and residential needs. No job is too small or too large, and they treat every customer like family. Whether they're performing state-funded, multifaceted new construction or residential home service upgrades, their quality of work has been and always will be of utmost quality. Their goal is not only treating both the customer and the project with high regard, but they also guarantee that their work will be done respectfully, timely, and professionally. That's Wood Electric, 330-339-7002.
His best coverage. High school football on Big Hits WBTC, the Tusk.
Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato here as we're having trouble keeping the ball on the tee as Perkins scored on that drive. Do you know, after they back themselves way up, they strike for a deep one and get on the board?
Yeah, drive covering 57 yards in 9 plays, taking 4 minutes and 2 seconds. And it was they had 5 first downs on the drive. And 2 penalties, Brad, for 25 yards included in that.
And
That's a pretty awesome offensive display. Indian Valley played it pretty vanilla, only rushing 3 men the whole time and dropping everybody in coverage. So we'll see if Indian Valley changes up a little bit here.
Well, they finally decided that somebody's going to have to hold that ball on the tee, so that guy gets to be Joey Diedrich as they'll kick it off from the 40-yard line. Indian Valley getting ready to touch the ball for the first time tonight with 7:55 to go in the first quarter. Now down 7-0. Here's the Perkins kickoff. It's a low worm burner. It is bobbled by Indian Valley, now picked up, and they will rush it forward to about the 33-yard line, and that's where the Braves will take it over 1st and 10. Riker Williams, the quarterback, he will have Grady Kinsey behind him as a running back. The wide receivers are Colt James, Colton Smith, Eric Golder. He will have in front of him at center Hunter Peterman. The guards are Titan Peterman and Coy Haney, and David Stryker is one of the tackles, with the other tackle, Brogan Wilson. Don't forget the tight end, Jackson Berger. 1st and 10. With 7:51 to go, they'll call it the 34-yard line. On first down, Williams is going to turn hand up to Kinsey. He's got a hole. He's to the 40 and is brought down by one guy, which you rarely see, but not before he had burst from the 34 up to the 42-yard line for an 8-yard gain, and that's what a 3,000-yard rusher can do. And you got to give a lot of credit to those guys I just talked about for opening up some holes.
They sure did, and that was a solid tackle too, because I thought he was gone.
Defensive starters.
That would have been a great message.
Reagan Kaufman, Morgan Olmacher, Dylan Grant, and Hayden Bolini are the defensive line. They go 5 wide. On second down, there's a errant snap a little bit. Kinsey took the direct snap and wiggles and weaves his way to the 45 after finally controlling the ball, and that is enough for a first down Braves as they are up to the 45-yard line. So here we go. And I anticipated that we would see longer drives tonight from these teams who are able to run and throw the short passes. Of course, the bomb is what got them on the board, though. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. State championship football here on the Tusk. Glad you could join us tonight. Glad we can be here. On first down, 2 running backs this time. Williams takes a snap, student body right, 45, and he meets 2 tacklers at the 49-yard line. So they are giving those generous spots, and he'll get 4 before he is driven backwards, but it's still a 4-yard gain on first down.
And that was some solid blocking up front by Indian Valley. Everyone they blocked, they took care of. Just the linebackers were
well, Indian Valley uses that
free.
They use that double lead with the quarterback running through there. So by the time they've chipped off a guy or two, he's usually 4 or 5 yards upfield, which he was that time. Second down and 6, 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Ball near the left hash. They send Golder in motion. They fake the sweep to him, and Riker Williams has a hole, and he staggers through, and he's got close to first down. He'll be thrown down by a guy of note, Mikey Young, whose coach called a unicorn. And it's a first down as Williams gets to the 45-yard line. 6 more on the carry and another first down for the Braves. So down 7, but now establishing their own drive here.
What a surge by the interior linemen of Indian Valley. They're
opening some holes.
They are knocking them off the ball right now.
So remember, Mikey Young, one of the linebackers, he is number 0. On first down, a little bit of a high snap, handoff to Grady, and he goes through and still is fighting for yards as he's near the ground. He got 3. He didn't deserve to have any yards on that. He got 3 yards and 3 yards after contact.
And we saw that last week, that you hit him at the line of scrimmage, and he's still going to get 2 or 3 yards, which always puts you in a good situation for moving the chains.
Those linebackers we talked about, Young, Braxton, Martin, and Dylan Crabtree, and then their defensive backfield, Bryce Davey, Brady Legondo, Joey Diedrich, and Caden Legondo. It is second down and 7, 5:14 left here in the first quarter. Bercher comes from tight end to fullback as they go with an offset eye, and they make the direct snap to Grady, and he's got a hole. He leaps over a tackler, and he's down at the 31 for another first down. Well, we saw a guy from Ironton hurdle earlier today, and Grady went right over a would-be tackler that time and got the first down as it's down at the 31.
And they are just beating up the front interior line. Every tackle has been made by a linebacker or a DB.
Yeah. Grady's already got 25 yards on 4 carries. Indian Valley's got another first down as the clock ticks away with 4:45 to go in the first. Offset eye to the right on first down. Williams takes a snap. It is a quarterback run. He gets hit in the backfield. He'll make the 30, and that's about it. Well, if he could have got through that, the rest of the field was wide open, but a good job of closing by the linebackers that time for Perkins. A gain of just a yard, and it's second down and 9. Williams 3 carries for 11 yards. And I know Ty Miller is watching this game carefully, hoping that Riker gets through nice and clean.
Exactly. I know that feeling.
It is second down and 9. Trips right. Pacine, Golder, and I think the third receiver over on that side, and the snap goes through the hands of Kinsey. It was too high, and he had to go back and dive on it. He's going to take a loss on the play of about 11 yards. Certainly not his fault, but he'll have to absorb the stats. And it goes now third down and super long, 3rd and 20.
Well, we're going to get to see Riker Williams there one up here now with 3rd and
20. Yep. Well, you mentioned earlier about the breeze. We were supposed to have gusty winds tonight. Right now, even the little flags on top of the goalposts are just barely fluttering, so that shouldn't be a big factor. However, the cold weather might be a factor. Third down, they're going to go with nickel defense here. And on third down, they fake it to Kinsey. Riker's got it. He's got the sideline. 40, 35, 30. Here he comes 25, and he blasts down. He might have it. And he goes down to the 21-yard line. Where are they going to mark it? First down, Braves. Wow.
Well, they caught him in man-to-man. It just so happened everybody cleared out, and that whole side of the field was open for Riker.
What a call.
Yeah.
What a call. They'll give him 21 yards and put the ball right on the 20-yard line in the red zone. So it's 1st and 10 at the 20 after it was 3rd and 20.
They may never throw a pass today. If they're not going to throw on that 3rd and 20.
They might flip one out on a 1st and 10 or a 2nd and 2 just to make sure that the other team knows they can do that. Wide splits here on first down. And there's the snap and the handoff to Kinsey. Left side, spins through. Oh, one ankle, and he was gone. He gets 5 more to the 15-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 5 at the 15. Kinsey now with 19 yards. He took that big loss on that high snap.
And they are just chewing them up off the ball.
How about this?
And they have 5 down linemen with 2 linebackers stacked behind them.
Well, you got to figure they've played like this at least part of the time this season, right? They didn't throw a new defense in for the state championship.
Right. Well, they did on that last play. They only had 4 down linemen.
But that on 3rd and 20. Yeah. They go with the 5 here with the nose guard. They're really going out wide. What do they call that? Wide 9 on the end. 2nd down. There's the handoff. Kinsey, he's to the 10. He blasts through a linebacker. He hit through. I thought originally it was Young, but I think it was Brady Lagondo at the 10 and blasted him back to the 8. First down on another 7-yard gain. It's 1st and goal, Braves at the 8-yard line.
Well, things are working out great for Indian Valley right now. The lines are blowing them off, and when Kinsey gets through, after he gets hit, he still goes 2 or 3 more yards.
Which he always does. This first quarter is almost gone. We've got 1:40 as Indian Valley comes to the line. Still 12 on the play clock. Out of the shotgun. Kinsey to the right of Williams. Takes the first down snap. Follows Kinsey. Oh, he's in big trouble in the backfield. And somehow managed to grind his way forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. Or are they going to mark the 9? Yeah, he lost about a half yard to a yard, so we'll call it a -1. 2nd and goal at the 9. And again.
And it should have been a 3-yard loss. 2-yard
There were 2 guys in the backfield, and he somehow squeezed between them. They list him at 6'1", 175. I think he's taller and heavier than that.
And he's strong. I mean, he's about as strong as Kinsey.
Yeah, he is. A minute to go in the quarter. Indian Valley down 7-0. 2nd and goal at the 9. Bircher started in motion. Now he stands up as an H-back on the left side. They're going to fake the crossbuck, and Riker wants to throw. He's got a guy in the flat. That is Pacine. He makes the catch, but he's going to be tackled and rolled down at the 5. So it's a 4-yard gain. So there they did throw the football. And Rowan Pacine makes the first catch of the night for Indian Valley. 3rd and goal at the 5. We will have to run at least one more play before the first quarter is over, as the play clock is 3 seconds ahead of the game clock here, as the game clock hits 30 seconds. And Indian Valley puts a new package in here on 3rd down. Running into the ball game here is Kellen Coates.
You get the idea that they're just going to, oh, look at this.
They pop to the line quickly on 3rd down. The handoff to I-back. It's Kinsey. He's to the 3. He's to the 1-yard line. He is knocked down at the 1, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter as he goes from the 5 to the 1. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 1. What a way to start the second quarter. Perkins is holding on to a 7-0 lead after 1, and we'll be back with the second quarter here on the Tusk in 1 minute.
Follow the path to prevention to the Altman Cancer Center. You'll experience the latest in state-of-the-art technologies and the most advanced treatments to preserve your quality of life. One place for comprehensive, compassionate care. From a multi-specialty team of cancer experts working together and a navigator helping when needed most. You are our focus, and this is the place. Take the road to recovery to the Altman
Tonight's
Cancer
game
Center.
brought to you by Reichman Plumbing, located at 899 Wainwright Road, Southeast in New Philadelphia. A wide range of plumbing services for residential and commercial properties. Let Reichman take care of your plumbing, sewer, and water heater needs. And Colwell Flower Shop. Never underestimate the power of a simple gesture. Visit us at 2448 Brightwood Road, Southeast in New Philly. Mention this ad and get 2 carnations for your sweetheart for the price of 1, and 25% off our beautiful classic Cardinal centerpiece.
A fall tradition in Ohio. Great high school football coverage on Big Hits, WBTC, The Tusk.
Brad Shoup, Dave Didinato back here in Canton at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Tom Benson Stadium. The spot of the ball was at the 2 2-yard line. So it's 4th and goal at the 2 for Indian Valley as we start the second quarter. They are now heading from left to right as they are heading toward I-77. So Perkins is going to have to put their goal line defense out there, and Indian Valley can get 2 yards, Dino, on just about any play.
Yeah, and I look for them to slash Kinsey off tackle.
Well, they're going to huddle up now at about the 8-yard line as Perkins comes back out onto the field. I don't know, are we getting an extended media timeout here? I believe we are. It's one thing about having the TV here.
I would have liked that when I coached, having those media timeouts. It would have been nice.
So both teams are back out on the field. We want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing us all the way through the playoffs here. And now the wind has kicked up. Look at the American flag over here. So
it's been a crosswind.
It's blowing in across. But it's 4th down and goal at the 2. Kinsey in the first quarter had 8 carries for 29 yards, but one of those was a snap that went over his head, and he went back and fell on it for an 11-yard loss. So take that away, and he had 40 yards.
Yeah, it reminds me of an NFL game. Everybody's standing around.
Yeah, or college.
For the commercials.
College. At college, they put the media clock on the side of the stadium, at least at Ohio State, so that you know when things are going to start again. Yeah, we got a lot of TV commercials get in here. Well, I hope this doesn't break this momentum for Indian Valley. If anything, I think it's going to make a little bit of tension for the Perkins guys. Because let's face it, you don't play like this all year long. Now, that's the problem I have with the basketball tournament, too. When you start taking media timeouts in the middle of the quarter for 2 minutes. Yeah. And you don't do that any other time of the year. So it changes the game, and I don't like that. 4th down. James will go wide left. Golder is in the slot. I formation behind Riker Williams. He looks back. He gets ready to take the snap. He turns. He hands it to Kinsey. Right side. Touchdown, Braves! Just what we thought, right side, off tackle.
Yep, it was, exactly. And he just did get in the end zone, too.
That's all right. They all count. And the first play of the second quarter is a Braves touchdown. Both teams have had the ball once. Both teams have scored a touchdown. So Kinsey with a 2-yard run.
Very important extra point kick here.
James to try it. And again, that wind might play a factor. Here's a snap. Riker Williams did a great job, and it's blocked. Did a great job of getting the ball down, but it was blocked, and it wasn't so much
a high snap.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that they got great penetration. It was a low kick. And so it is 7-6. Indian Valley will kick it off, and we'll be back here with that on the Tusk in 30 seconds.
Are you in need of financing but don't know who to call? Call Tusk Valley Financial with same-day loan service. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com and download the application. Then call 330-343-8900 to start the easy process. They take your application over the phone or in person with credit processed and customers notified sometimes the same day. Once terms are agreed upon, sign and receive your money. It's that easy. Loans subject to normal credit policies. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com for complete details.
Both musically and on the gridiron are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
Hang on. Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here as Indian Valley. What a drive to almost tie the game. The extra point kick was low and blocked, but it's 7-6, but they got even in scores.
15 plays for 66 yards, and 62 of them were on the ground. Riker Williams 1 for 1 with 4-yard pass, which was big.
That was down inside the 10 to Pacine.
And 5 first downs. So we're seeing one team running the ball and one team that's going to pass the ball.
We'll see what the adjustments they might make. Now, you can't ignore their running game because Isaac Bunce has 17 yards on 4 carries, but they certainly got the ball outside to Braylon Collier a lot. So let's see what Indian Valley does. The ball blows off the tee again. So, the breeze is definitely playing a factor down there. Indian Valley will be required to have somebody hold the ball on the tee, and I think that's going to... who are they going to put down there? Colton Smith. Thing that does is it takes a coverage guy away. Now everybody else is running, and he's got to get up off a knee and,
I've always
and
thought
take off.
That too.
And not only that, where did they take him from? The outside, so it's the lane responsibility is a little different. Well, look at the hole here. It's he was second from the right.
Yeah,
that's where the hole's at. These guys know where they belong. And now they're telling them to push up and cover that space. So James approaches the football, a little stutter step, skips the ball. It goes toward the sideline. It's going to be fielded cleanly and making a run on the right side and getting some yardage and getting to the outside is the deep back. And there's a missed tackle, but the player gets all the way down, and Indian Valley forced a fumble, and they've got the football. The football was taken by Bryce Davey. He had a nice return up to near the 45, but as he started to go down, Colton Smith spun him around, and then he lost the ball, and the Braves take over at the 46, 47-yard line of Perkins.
Well,
there's the big play.
I didn't get who made the tackle, but it was assault. Here it is right here. I'm looking at number 7 for Indian Valley made the tackle.
Yeah, that's Caleb Reasoner. So a huge mistake. And Indian Valley will take the ball at the 46-yard line of Perkins, first down.
And not only did Reasoner force a fumble, he stopped a long kickoff return in the making.
Well, yeah, that was the big deal. That was looking like it could go. Williams off the left hash mark on first down, hands to Kinsey. He hesitates. He gets through. He's down to the 40. He breaks another tackle. He's to the 35. He is carrying 2 players with him down to the 32-yard line. First down, Braves on a 14-yard carry.
And right now, Sandusky has no answer for the off tackle to the left side of their defense.
Join the other 15 teams.
Yeah.
3,000 yards didn't come because he got lucky.
But they found something on that right side.
The ball's at the 32. Now they're on the right hash mark. 11:20 to go in the first half. It's 7-6 Perkins, but Indian Valley, after recovering a fumble on the kickoff after their touchdown, has it again. Kinsey to the right of Williams, who's in the shotgun. They go one wide each side on first down. It's going to be Kinsey leading the blocking. Williams behind him, trying to get through there. Nice job getting through and into the backfield. Braxton Martin, one of the linebackers, got Williams by the leg and caused him to go down after a yard gain at best. So it'll be second down and 9.
But what's good for Indian Valley is that the linemen, the interior linemen for Sandusky, are not making any tackles.
And they're panting, I'll bet you, because they've been out on the field for how long now? How long did that last drive take? 15 plays.
15 plays.
Second down, direct snap to Kinsey, and he hands it off to Williams. He's at 30, 25. He's at the 20. Cuts back to the right, and he's down to the 13, maybe the 12. So the running back took the snap and handed it to the quarterback, and he takes it from the 32 to the 12-yard line for a 20-yard gain, 19, I guess, and it's first down in the red zone.
Again, anything to the right side is just they cannot stop it.
Well, a little trickeration there with the direct snap, and all of a sudden he's handing off. We have not seen that this year. I'm sure they've been practicing that. They'll go offset eye. Bircher is in front on the left side. Direct snap to Kinsey. He's got room to the outside 10. He's to the 5. He runs through a tackler, and he's down to the 1. Who did he punish? That was number 5. It used to be number 5, Joey Diedrich. And the Braves are getting ready to punch it in. First and goal at the 1.
He had all kind of room to run around that kid.
Oh, he ran right at him.
Right through him.
Did you see him? He ran right at him.
Yeah. So and you know what? Credit the coaching staff. They're outnumbering them at the point of attack, too, off tackle.
They put the ball back at the 3 for some reason. So it's a 10-yard gain. Nevertheless, it's first and goal at the 3. The ball's in the middle of the field. Did they call that a touchdown? No. Yes. They called that a touchdown. So that was what the big cheer was about. They're going for 2. Ball's on the right side as Riker rolls that way. Looks back to the left. Nobody's there. Tries to get away. Tries the second time. He gets away from 2. He throws the ball in the middle of the field. And it's caught for a 2-point conversion. Unbelievable. And was that Kinsey who caught it? I thought they almost had a face mask on Williams. Unbelievable. So, touchdown for Kinsey, and then the 2-point conversion. There's a flag down right at the goal line. This is going to be defensive pass interference, is it not? Here comes the white hat. Holding on the defense. That's the decline. Indian Valley 14, Perkins 7. We'll be back with the kickoff here in 1 minute.
You're recovering, and now your doctor says physical therapy is needed. Where should you turn? Your best choice is Trinity Twin City Medical Center Outpatient Physical Therapy, located at 6408 McKee Road, Denison. You'll be in the care of a local staff, getting one-on-one attention. And convenient appointment times are available to better fit your schedule. Call today for an appointment, 740-922-6675 for Trinity Twin City Medical Center Outpatient Physical Therapy.
Hi folks, Matt Smith here from Parkway Nissan in Dover. The new 2025 models are starting to roll in, which means it's time to make some room on the lot. So right now we are offering the biggest discounts of the year on all the 2024 models in stock and finance rates as low as 3.9% for 72 months for qualified buyers. So if you've been waiting for that perfect time to buy, here it is. Stop into Parkway Nissan in Dover or visit us on the web at iloveparkway.com.
Keep it right here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
To Bircher.
Jackson Bircher made the catch on the two-point conversion as Indian Valley got the fumble on the kickoff return. Kinsey ran over a tackler, as he is wont to do, for a 13-yard touchdown run, and then on the extra point, Williams should have been sacked. He had two guys back there. They both had their arms around him. One of them pulled him by the neck. He pulls out of it and then throws a pass in the middle of the field. Bircher's being held. Flag comes down. He grabs the ball a yard deep. 2 points. Penalty declined. 14-7.
And he threw that off his back foot.
Well, yeah. And with a guy still in his face.
Did it kind of remind you of last week on the extra point?
On the fire play?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bit. So, again, we've got a TV timeout here as Indian Valley down 7-0 after that first drive. Perkins hasn't had the ball again because they fumbled the kickoff return the last time, and Indian Valley has driven down and scored twice. Braves up 14-7. I don't think that's the way they wanted to start the game, but I think they did learn about that offense, and I know that Mr. Collier is going to be drawing a lot of attention out there on that bubble screen, but look out for the stop-and-go route.
Yeah, it's just incredible how that you have two runners that don't go down. You could think they could be interchangeable, those two. And if you change their number on the uniform, you wouldn't know it.
Well, they almost were because, remember, Kinsey took a snap and handed it off to Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, Williams runs as hard as Kinsey. I mean,
he actually has more yards right now. Nope, Kinsey has passed him again, even after that. And now we had the penalty. The yardage is going to be assessed on the kickoff. So Indian Valley, who likes to kind of skim the ball over the ground anyway, will have 10 extra yards to do that. I think the deep back there is Levi Jackson, number 20. We were trying to figure out who they were putting deep. Part of that is they have scouted Indian Valley, and you don't have to be a wizard to figure out that they don't kick it deep.
No, they don't.
So you can put your secondary back there and put your main guys up a little closer.
Hey, and Indian Valley might onside kick, and we've seen them do it.
Well, they already did it once tonight.
Yes.
And so it'll be Colton Smith again holding the football for Colt James, who will kick it off from the middle. Right in the middle of the Hall of Fame insignia here in Canton. 9:50 to play in the first half, and Indian Valley now leading 14-7. James makes the approach. James will kick it on the ground, and it goes and rolls. Almost died at the 12-yard line. The running back almost had his knee on the ground. He tries to leap over some tacklers, and he's going to be down. I think James was in on the tackle. He was, the kicker, and the ball will be at the 30-yard line, and it looked like maybe Brady Lagondo was on that return. First down for Perkins at their own, where are they going to spot it, 29 or 30? They'll put the stick at the 29.
It was a 29. Yep,
but you never know. They like to even it up a little bit. So with 9:44 to play in the first half, the Indian Valley defense back out onto the field again. And once again, it is Sam Schweinfurth, who's got a good arm and, again, some good people to throw to as he looks over to the sideline. Play clock is ticking down to 10. Schweinfurth looking at his armband. 6 seconds. 5. Sends a man in motion. That is Collier. And on first down, they're going to hand off to Bunt. Bunt makes a change of direction, and then he's going to be spun around and down. Flag goes down. Kinsey had him around the shoulders, so I don't know that they could call a face mask on this. And it certainly wasn't a horse collar because he had his arms wrapped around a face mask.
They're pointing that way.
Wow. I don't like that call. I want to see the replay. So it's going to be a first down for Perkins at about it's a 5-yarder. It's a 5-yarder. Inadvertent face mask, but still 1st and 5. That's the first penalty on Indian Valley. And I think they only had, I still don't see a face mask. Where's the face mask? That was
I didn't see it either.
A phantom foul. 1st and 5 at the 34. 9:37 on the first half clock. Schweinfurth looks forward, looks back. Well, he checks that wristband a lot. You'd think he'd know all the plays by now. And on 1st and 5, they hand it off to Bunt, and he is hit and down. Who was that? Well, Indian Valley came off that, fighting off a block, and then just knocking the running back down was... Is it 56, maybe? Nope. Sorry about that. 2nd down and 4. A 1-yard gain on the play. The ball now spotted at the 35-yard line. They need the 39 for a first down as the clock approaches 9 minutes in the first half. Taking a lot of time between plays, even though they don't huddle. Here on 2nd down, they fake the bunts. Play action pass. They want to go deep. Throwing it down the middle of the field. There's double coverage down there, and it is going to be almost intercepted. Running in front of that ball and knocking it away was Carson Hostetler, and it's 3rd down and 4. But how far did he throw the ball?
He threw it, and he just left it a little bit short. The receiver had about a step on those guys, but there were 3 Indian Valley players in the area, and he was very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
They'll spot it back at the 35. Both teams get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4. Clock stopped with 8:53 to go in the first half. Division IV state championship game here in Canton.
And this is the play of the day for
so far,
Perkins
anyway.
right now. If they have to give the ball up, they haven't stopped Indian Valley one time yet.
Sam Schweinfurth, the quarterback, the junior, on 3rd down, slaps his hands. He looks over. He throws a bullet to the left side. It is complete, but it's got to be short of the first down, isn't it? Oh, they're going to give him the first down on that? Boy, that's not good. I'm telling you. He was short. He came back to the ball, and they gave him the 4 yards. He was short by most of a yard. So first down.
I thought so too, Brad.
Oh, wow. I mean, great catch and all that, but you can't just give away first downs. So 1st and 10. Perkins gets a gift. Let's see if they can use it now. 8.5 to play. First half, first down. Handoff to Bunt, and he is going to be corralled at the 40 and down. So he gained a yard, and Isaac Bunce is finding going a little bit tougher this time around as he's got 6 carries for 19.
And, boy, we saw that last week, how Indian Valley's defense was getting torched early, and all of a sudden they just kind of tightened everything up.
Yeah, they started to rally to the ball and send the linebackers a little bit more often. 2nd down again. It's that 3-man front, but the backers plug a lot of gaps. And now Indian Valley sees something they know because they're all giving the same signals, fanning their arms back and forth. They go too deep on the zone. Play clock down to 10. Schweinfurth says something to Bunce and then steps back. Bunce steps another step back behind him on 2nd down. Here's the throw to the outside, and it's the deep out pattern, incomplete. Indian Valley had, I think that was Hostetler again, who cut in front of the route. No, that was Williams dropping off that end that time and getting a hand up in the air, and it's 3rd down and 9.
They were playing cover 2, and they played it to perfection. That's exactly how you play it. Make them throw it over you and in front of the DB.
Well, and
that's
Williams,
a tough throw.
Williams is tall enough. Yeah, it's a hard throw to begin with. The wind's blowing, and you got a guy that's about 6'1" with his arms up in the air trying to thread the needle, and they just couldn't do it. Now Indian Valley flips their coverage on 3rd down and 9. Ball's in the middle of the field. Perkins at their own 40. It's a 14-7 Indian Valley lead. Trips left as they try to run a little rub route, and nobody's open, but they get the ball to the short man and getting the ball, and they're going to give him a first down on that for sure. Diving forward was Joey Diedrich, and they did a good job. And where are they going to spot him, though? Did he go out of bounds?
I don't think
he went out of bounds at the 48. He didn't give it to him. 7-yard gain. 76 passing yards for Perkins. 4th and 1 at their own 48-yard line. They're lining up as if to go for it. Well, this is a gamble. But like you said, they haven't stopped them.
You're in the state finals, so
they're short a guy. Oh, no, they're going to make a substitution. That's what's happening. As they're going to put the other backup quarterback into the game, Tim Bowles.
Indian Valley is pinching the A-gap.
Tight splits. They got Bunce. Oh, but he got through a tackle and dives forward. I think he's got the 50, and that would be enough for a first down. He needed 1, and he got 2. But they hit him right at the line of scrimmage, maybe just a little bit behind. Bunce's last 3 carries have been for 1 yard. And it's first down at the 50. So the Indian Valley fans calm down just a little bit here as the Perkins drive is alive at midfield. Ball just to the left side of midfield. Bunce gets the football, and he's got a little bit of a hole this time as he bounces forward off the first hitter, and Kinsey downs him at the 44. They gave him the bounce. Are these NFL refs?
And Perkins is loving this drive right now because there's a little over 6 minutes left. They do not want to give Indian Valley the ball back with maybe 2 minutes.
And the other thing is they don't want those 5 defensive linemen, although some of them are going both ways, out there on the field playing defense all the time like they had to. Second down and 4. Ball on the left hash mark now. Perkins in the all-white uniforms with the black helmets. Driving from our right to our left. 10 on the play clock. 6 minutes on the game clock in the first half. There's second down. They fake the crossbuck. And Schweinfurt, look. He's hit as he throws. It's a duck, and it's up in the air. It falls between 2 defenders. I thought that was a flag, but it's a napkin going across the field. And it's going to be third down once again.
Good pressure by Indian Valley on the quarterback.
He couldn't step through and finish following through on that ball.
And Schweinfurt has got a gun on him, though. He threw that ball off his back foot and darn near completed it.
Well, he threw it high, which is the danger when you do that, because somebody tips that ball up in the air, look out.
I look for them to run at this play to try to go. If they don't get the first down, they want to get close.
It's 3rd and 4 at the Indian Valley 44. Clock stopped with 5:51. They'll go 3 wide right. That's the wide side of the field over toward the visiting side. 1 to the left. Single setback bunts, and now they're going to call a timeout. So we've got a timeout called with 5:51 to go. First half. Indian Valley with a 14-7 lead over Perkins, who calls the timeout, and we'll be back with third down and 1 minute on the Tusk.
Looking for an alternative mode of transportation? Get a golf cart from Willendale Golf Cart Sales and Service. Willendale has over 1,000 carts to choose from, and there's one that's perfect for your needs. Whether it's putting around town or putting on the greens, from wholesale to retail, make Willendale Golf Cart Sales your one-stop shop for carts, parts, and service at 111 North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg. Online at WillendaleGolfCartSales.com or on Facebook for deals and discounts.
USP Sandblasting and Painting in Jenaton is home to all your painting and printing needs. From high-quality vinyl graphics, decals, and banners to sandblasting and painting with over 39 years experience, USP has been helping their customers stand out above the crowd. USP Sandblasting and Painting of Jenaton, a proud supporter of the Indian Valley Braves.
High school football is best enjoyed at a high volume. Blasting from your speakers is Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk.
Brad Juke, Dave Didinato here as Perkins uses a timeout with 3rd and 4 at the Indian Valley 44. We've got 5:51 to go in the first half in the Division IV state championship game. Indian Valley has a 14-7 lead. The Braves have had the ball 2 times. They've punched it in twice for touchdowns.
And they are well aware of that, and they know that Indian Valley gets the ball in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So they would love to score and use about as much clock as they can. Because if Indian Valley scores before,
and then gets
the ball, it could be over for Perkins.
Well, let's see what happens here. So far, passing-wise, you've got Sam Schweinfurt, 7 for 10 for 76 yards and a touchdown. 40 of those yards came on the touchdown pass. They've got Isaac Bunce, who has run the ball 8 times for 27 yards. They haven't tried to get the ball out to Collier lately. He is the single wide receiver to the left side. They go wing left, 2 receivers to the right. The flanker is inside the wide receiver who's out on the numbers. Schweinfurt is a 6'2", 180-pound junior and is looking at third down. He's standing almost at midfield, waiting for the shotgun snap as we wait and wait and wait for the TV
run
here.
The bubble screen here.
Well, I do too, because that's a go-to play, and they've got single coverage over there right now. Let's see if Indian Valley provides some help over on their defensive right side. 3 down linemen on third down. There's the clap. There is the run-pass option. They're going to give it to Bunce, and Bunce finds a little bit of room. A flag goes down at the 40 as he's got a first down at the 38, but is that holding behind the play? Indian Valley seems to think so. And this play is coming back, so no first down. That's going to be a 10-yarder from the spot of the foul, which it looks like they're saying was at the 42-yard line. That's going to back the ball up to Perkins' own 48 and bring up 3rd down and 12, and that's a whole different situation now.
45 yards in penalties already in the first half has killed them. I can see the hold coming up there.
So now it's 3rd and about 13. I guess they're going to spot it at the 46. They need to get inside the Indian Valley 40 for a first down. They're going to go single back to the right of the quarterback. 3 wide left. Ball's in the center of the field. Schweinfurth looks to his left. Looks. Cocks his arm. Throws it high. He's got Collier in the middle of the field for a first down and more. He's fast. He's at the 25. Forget it. See you later. Touchdown, Perkins. And it's 14-13. And again, on 3rd and long, they not only convert, they score a touchdown with a 54-yard play.
Well, he had plenty of time. And initially, Indian Valley had good coverage. But when he gets that much time, he's too dangerous.
54 yards on the catch.
Schweinfurth
Collier
may be the best quarterback I've seen throwing the football.
Yeah, he's really good. So it's 14-13 with 5:29 to go in the first. And they will bring their kicker on, Danny Buga. He's a soccer styler, and he puts it up, and it is good. Game's tied with 5:29 to go in the first half, 14-14, and we'll have the Perkins kickoff coming up here in 1 minute on the Tusk.
Feed your hunger with Friday night football specials at Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Hall on Front Street in New Philadelphia. Get the Gillen Burger and fries only $7.99, fish sandwich and fries for $8.99, and a fish dinner only $10.99. Specials are available all day. Ricardo's is open for breakfast from 8 to 10 a.m. 7 days a week, and Ricardo's banquet facility and full-service restaurant can handle all your needs, from receptions to reunions, parties, and more. For your next meal or event, remember Ricardo's, 115 Front Street Northwest, New Philadelphia. Find them on
First
Facebook.
National Bank of Denison. Since 1933, First National has been a leader in helping area residents purchase cars and trucks for their busy lives. We have also helped those same people as their children grow into their first vehicle. So, when you are ready for that new car or truck for yourself or your child, start your engines and come to the community bank with strong local roots and auto financing. The First National Bank of Denison. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
It's the area's best coverage. High school football on Big Hits WBTC, the Tusk.
They're scary.
Perkins getting ready to kick it off, and again, the ball blows off the tee. So, begrudgingly, I would have to say, Joey Diedrich comes over to be the holder again. It didn't really look like he wanted to do that, did it?
No, and again,
and it falls off again, even though he was on the wrong side of the ball. He got a right-footed kicker. He can't be on the same side of the ball as the kicker's coming in on. So Indian Valley's going to get the ball back with 3 timeouts and more than 5 minutes to go here in this first half in a 14-14 state title game. Buga says he's ready. So he approaches, and he will put it up in the air, and it's going to be fielded on 2 hops, and then it goes into the end zone. That's an automatic touchback. Okay, I was wondering what happened. Golder picked it up and started out, but as soon as the ball crosses the goal line in high school, you're done. So the Braves will get the ball on their own 20-yard line with 5:27 to play here in the first half, and they have had success on both of their previous drives, but so has Perkins.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's one team runs it well, and the other team passes it well. Well, let's see if Indian Valley can put something together. 5:27 with their running attack is plenty of time.
Wouldn't it be great to score a touchdown with about 10 seconds or less to go in the half?
Yeah.
They'll go with a bunch to the right, and this is going to be a running play. And, they run an opposite. They get it to Kinsey, and he runs left. Usually the tendency is, and we've got a scrum going over here outside of the play. Golder and one of the defensive backs are mixing it up. But usually when they run that trips bunch to whichever side, the quarterback runs behind that. I'm sure Perkins saw that. They put the bunch to the right of that formation and then gave it to Kinsey, and he ran left.
Yeah, and interesting, there is an adjustment that was made there. They had 6 down linemen that time.
6 yards for Kinsey. He's got 64 in this first half. It's 2nd down and 4 up at the 26-yard line. Williams lost the snap. He falls on it. If anything, he gained a half yard.
And guess where they were running, Brad? To the right side when it happened.
So it's a no gain on the fumble. Wow. Well, that's fortunate. They put the ball on the ground and got it back. 3rd and 4, though. Now they've got to convert on this, or they're going to have to probably punt it away. We haven't seen either punter out on the field so far, not as a punter anyway. Pacine goes out to the left. James is wide to the right. He's outside the numbers on the right side. And now Williams is looking at both his wideouts.
I think
he's changing the play. He's seeing something. They're seeing 7 in the box. Play clock's down to 2, 1, and they don't get a snap. They call timeout. The back judge throws a flag, but did they get the timeout? I think they got the timeout. Officially, we'll get the call here. And it is a timeout, Indian Valley. 4:01 to play in the first half. 3rd and 4 for the Braves. It's 14-14, and we'll be back here in 30 seconds on the Tusk.
When it comes to your concrete needs, Stocker Concrete has the products and services to complete any project. They also offer the tools for the task at hand, from floats to groovers to various sizes and styles of trowels and levels to Stocker's self-manufactured cement products, such as cement blocks, septic, and reservoir tanks. Stocker Concrete also offers cement truck delivery. Call Stocker Concrete 740-254-4626. Find them at 7574 US Route 36 at Janaden Hutton.
Great high school football coverage on Big Hits, WBTC, The Tusk.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. 3rd down and 4 for Indian Valley at their own 26. 14-14 game with 4:04 to go in the first half. Hey, don't forget the player who contributes the most significant hits in tonight's game will be our WBTC The Tusk big hitter, and we'll get a big hitter t-shirt from DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, Commercial Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia, and a free personal pizza from Freight Train Pizza on North Main Street in Uricksville. 3rd down and 4. The ball is nearer the left hash. They will go with an offset eye. Bircher is the H-back to the left on 3rd down. Direct snap to Kinsey. He's up. 1st down and more. 35, 40, 45, 50-yard line. He's got one man to beat, and that is Mikey Young, who chases him down from behind. They'll mark him down at about the 31, I would think. And that's a huge 1st down. They're going to say the 34.
Jeez, you could have driven a Mack truck through that hole that the Indian Valley lineman created, Brad.
A 40-yard gain. Kinsey's over the 100-yard mark.
And he went untouched until he was tackled.
What a play. 1st down. Hey, don't forget at halftime, we're going to have our halftime report brought to you by Parkway Nissan in Dover, 877 Commercial Parkway in Dover, iloveparkway.com online. Same formation, offset eye, Kinsey to the right. He looks like he's going to take the snap here. And he does take the snap on 1st down, and he follows Williams through the hole, and he's got a hole 30, and he lunges forward. He was being tackled, but he got 2 extra yards on the lunge as he was getting away from Braxton Martin, the linebacker, and he's down to the 27-yard line, so it's a pickup of 7.
I think Perkins needs to put all 11 players in that B gap on that side.
Yeah.
Because they cannot stop it.
You think Williams would change the play and throw left?
No.
He might. Well, if it wasn't successful the first time. They'll go 2 wide left, 1 to the right.
And Indian Valley's looking now at scoring and not letting them have enough time.
Kinsey's getting ready to take the snap again, and he does. He follows 2 lead blockers to the right side, to the 25. He's headed to the side. Oh, my gosh. He rolled, and he's not getting up. That is Joey Diedrich. He tried to put a shoulder into Kinsey, and he rolled clear out of bounds, and he cannot get up and walk off. They're going to have to attend to him. 1st down at the 20. So that's a 7-yard gain.
He may have been concussed on that.
Well, I think he might have had his hip dislocated. I mean, he got crushed right on the sideline, and I watched him roll like some kind of a cat toy out of bounds, and now they're attending to him. So let's take a quick timeout with 2:39 to go in the first half. 14-14, and we'll be back here on the Tusk in 30 seconds.
In the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle? We have what you're looking for. Hi, this is Pat Ferris, and we've got a great selection of new Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and Toyotas. Stop in and see our extensive selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, or stop in during our normal business hours, or shop online at your convenience at thinkferris.com. You can browse all of our new and used inventory, schedule service, and order parts at thinkferris.com on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Big Hits, both musically and on the gridiron, are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here in Canton as Joey Diedrich walks off the field under his own power. He left his helmet on, so I'm not sure of the injury, but he's walking, but he's not running, Dino, and I think he's still hurting a good bit.
Yeah, and that'll hurt them.
Yes.
Because he's one of their guys that come up to try to make a tackle.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 20. 2:38 to go in the first half. Now the clock is ticking once again as they have set the ball down because that play did not go out of bounds, just the defender. Indian Valley still got 29 on the play clock. Now there's some confusion. Is it time to play ball or not?
You know, Brad, while they're waiting, you've got an offensive line that is just blowing holes open. And then you got two of the best running backs in the state running through them.
High formation. Williams under center on first down is going to hand it off to Kinsey out of the I-back, and he's to the 15, and he's getting through that tackle, and he's down to the 14. So he gets 6 on first down. And meanwhile, the clock goes tick, tick, tick. And as you and I both mentioned, how about scoring late in this first half and then getting the ball to start the second half?
Exactly what they want. And with the clock at 1:50 and running, it's not going to give them much time.
Indian Valley still got 2 timeouts left if something happens and they need them. Perkins also has 2 timeouts left, and are they going to use one now? And they will use a defensive timeout. 2nd down and 4 at the 14 for Indian Valley. Timeout, Perkins. 14-14 with 1:49 to go in the first half, and we'll come back here on the Tusk in 30 seconds.
Twin City Auto has some great December deals for you to keep your vehicle running smoothly this winter. Mobile full synthetic oil is only $6.99 a quart. Power Service diesel fuel supplements, $9.99 a quart. Max starting fluid, the 12-ounce container, $5.99. And Napa full synthetic oil for $4.29 per quart. Twin City Automotive with locations in Uricksville and Strasburg.
Keep it right here on Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk, for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
Brad Shup and Dave Didinato back here at 1:51 to go in the first half. A 14-14 game, no matter what the stats say on the online. It's 14-14, and Indian Valley is in the red zone looking to go ahead. Coming up at halftime, our halftime report brought to you by Parkway Nissan in Dover, the home of the best service and selection of new and pre-owned cars in the area. Hey, how about the Indian Valley Band gets to come out and perform in front of a state championship crowd? That's pretty cool, too.
It sure is.
So at the 14-yard line on the right hash, Williams takes a shotgun snap. He follows 2 running backs. He's up to the 10. He cuts right. He's to the 5. He's spun down to the ground at about the 3, and it's 1st and goal, Braves, as the clock will stop momentarily while the chains are moved at the 2-yard line. He gained 12. Williams has 63 rushing yards in this first half, and Kinsey has 124.
And Brad, they are, I can't begin to explain how far they're blocking those linemen downfield.
Yeah, they're in the second level blocking the first guys.
They're standing straight up, and Indian Valley is lower than. They're getting under their pads, and they're moving their legs.
Let's see if Indian Valley milks the clock here, do you know? There's still 8 on the play clock, 1:18 on the game clock. They're going to go tight splits, wing to the right. 3 seconds, 2, and it's a handoff. Kinsey, touchdown Braves. They're back ahead 20-14 with $1.09 left in the first half. A 2-yard plunge for Indian Valley. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. And does this sound familiar? He's got 126 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. Is this an IVC game?
Yeah. And with 1:09 to go,
maybe not enough time, but
Perkins has used it. You had to use that last time out. It didn't do any good.
The quick strike, though, is something that they have in their pocket.
Yeah.
And now, is Indian Valley going to use a timeout? Who called the time?
I'll tell you, Indian Valley, I want to take this time to say this.
Yeah.
They are well coached.
Oh,
I mean, in all facets of the game, the strategy of the defense, the offensive line. I mean, if they had average running backs, they would still be winning.
Yeah.
Because they're opening up. You got to see how they're blowing them off the line.
And I have to give credit to the offensive coaches, since we just watched an 80-yard drive, on their play call selection and the variety that we're seeing tonight. Direct snaps to Kinsey. We've got the trips blocking to one side, but then running to the other side, which breaks a tendency. If you're watching that on film, you're going to, they're going over on this side, and suddenly they're not. And so now Indian Valley will line up, and I think Colt James is on the field as a receiver right now. He is. They're going to go for 2.
And there's a reason they're playing in this game.
Riker Williams may run. Well, Kinsey's lined up to take the snap. He's going to run the ball. He's probably going to run left. There's an offset eye to the left. He runs to the left side. He's got a hole, and he is into the end zone. Braves get 2. It's Indian Valley 22 Sandusky Perkins 14. We'll come back with the Braves kickoff in 1 minute on the Tusk.
Founded in 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for commercial, industrial, and residential needs. No job is too small or too large, and they treat every customer like family. Whether they're performing state-funded, multifaceted new construction or residential home service upgrades, their quality of work has been and always will be of utmost quality. Their goal is not only treating both the customer and the project with high regard, but they also guarantee that their work will be done respectfully, timely, and professionally. That's Wood Electric, 330-339-7002.
Follow the path to prevention to the Altman Cancer Center. You'll experience the latest in state-of-the-art technologies and the most advanced treatments to preserve your quality of life. One place for comprehensive, compassionate care. From a multi-specialty team of cancer experts working together and a navigator helping when needed most. You are our focus, and this is the place. Take the road to recovery to the Altman Cancer Center.
High school football is best enjoyed at a high volume. Blasting from your speakers, it's Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk.
Brad Shoup, Dave Didinato back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. And the home side's pretty well full over here. Now, again, that's Indian Valley and most of the people that are neutral and just love football. But nevertheless, we've got a great crowd for a chilly Saturday night on the last game of the 7 state championships games, which started on Thursday night here in the snow. The Braves just scored on an 80-yard touchdown drive. Grady Kinsey scored his 3rd touchdown of the night. Then he plunged it in for the 2 extra points to make it an 8-point advantage. Now, Indian Valley's defense has got to get a stop, so that they can be up and getting ready to receive the ball to start the second half.
Exactly. And 8 plays and 80 yards. It took 4 minutes. And, Brad, they didn't throw a pass.
No. Why would you at this point?
They've only thrown one the whole game.
1 for 4 yards in the air.
Yeah.
That has been the savior for Perkins, 2 long touchdown passes. So James is going to approach with nobody holding the ball this time, and he's going to scoot it down the middle of the field, and it's going to be, it was loose for a long time before Caden Legondo finally wrapped an arm around it just before Indian Valley got there, and Reese St. Clair, backup running back, almost had himself a nice prize. 1:05 to play, and Perkins has the ball at their own 30-yard line. And listen to this Indian Valley crowd urging their defense to get that stop that we talked about.
They're smelling it, and he is throwing into the wind right now.
Quad bunch to the left, empty backfield, 1 receiver to the right. In that quad bunch is Collier. We got a bunch of paper blowing across the field now. So Indian Valley's got 4 defenders over there. They're going to throw some picks. And there comes. And on first down, they throw the pick out to Collier. Oh, he's loose. He's on the sideline. Forget it. 40, 35, 30, and he's going the distance.
Oh, you're kidding.
There's the touchdown. Well, we saw the play coming. The first 2 guys threw blocks, but you're allowed to do that at the line of scrimmage. And Collier takes it 70 for a touchdown.
That ball was almost intercepted. There was an Indian Valley defender who got a handout.
So Collier's got 141 yards.
Now I'm looking at
2 touchdowns.
Here. No, he didn't get that close as I thought.
And just like that, with 53 seconds to go in the half, it's a 2-point game. Now Perkins is almost forced to go for 2. You hate to chase points, but you don't want to score a touchdown and still be behind. So now Schweinfurth will line up his boys at the 3-yard line. Ball's in the middle of the field. Collier is wide to the left to go 2 to the right, wing back to the right side. Let's see if they hand it off to Bunce here. Schweinfurth backs up, slaps his hands. He wants to throw. He drops deep and throws the crossing pattern, and a wide open receiver takes it at the goal line and scampers in for the touchdown. That was Bunce coming out of the backfield. And so with 53 seconds to go in the first half, we're tied at 22, and we'll come back with the Pirates kickoff here in 30 seconds on the Tusk.
Tonight's game brought to you by Reichman Plumbing, located at 899 Wainwright Road, Southeast in New Philadelphia. A wide range of plumbing services for residential and commercial properties. Let Reichman take care of your plumbing, sewer, and water heater needs. And Colwell Flower Shop. Never underestimate the power of a simple gesture. Visit us at 2448 Brightwood Road, Southeast in New Philly. Mention this ad and get 2 carnations for your sweetheart for the price of 1 and 25% off our beautiful classic Cardinal centerpiece.
back here in Canton. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato. So Indian Valley needed to stop to go in and didn't get it. One play, 70-yard play for a touchdown, and the 2 extra points makes it 22-22. Now there's a kickoff, skipping deep to the 20-yard line, picking up his Golder. He runs, and the whistles blow.
I think he went one knee on the ground.
Knee down when he picked up the ball at the 19-yard line. Now Indian Valley's not going to come out here blazing guns throwing the football. In fact, they might take a knee.
I don't know. They'll run it. They'll test them out, see if they can bust one. Hey, Schweinfurth, 201 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Well, and all 3 of, 25 or 40 or more. 40, a 54, and a 70 for touchdowns. Indian Valley, meanwhile, has Kinsey running it in 3 times. And that kind of tells you the story of the game.
You know, I said earlier, there's a reason Indian Valley's here. I got to say that for Sandusky.
Absolutely.
There's a reason they're here.
Absolutely. They beat Glenville last week, 13-11.
They're really tight splits. They may be taking it.
They are. Yeah, this is the victory formation. Whoa, there's some heavy contact right after the center snapped the football. Some booing going on as they got up underneath the shoulder pads of the center. I don't think Hunter Peterman's going to like that very well. And Williams downs it. 2nd down. He's going to lose the yard. And they'll have to do that one more time. Now, Perkins has a timeout left. I don't think they're going to bother, though, because they still can't get the ball back.
No, they're afraid Indian Valley might do something here. They're happy to go in and tied up.
I would think so. So Williams is going to wait until the clock is down to 15. There's 5 on the play clock. This time there's no extracurricular contact up front, and both teams will go in to the locker room feeling like they should be the state champion in another 24 minutes. It's halftime. Indian Valley 22, Perkins 22, and we will take a quick break and be back in 2 minutes with the Parkway Nissan of Dover halftime report here on the Tusk.
Need a loan fast but don't know where to start? Start at Tusk Valley Financial with same-day loan service and financial assistance regardless of your credit score. They say yes when others say no. How do they do it? They're the area's only locally owned consumer finance company with credit processed and consumers notified sometimes within the hour. They take applications over the phone or in person and can help take that financial stress off your back and get you back on the road to financial freedom. Loans subject to normal credit policies. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com for complete details.
Nothing is more important than the health of your children. Where can you find the best in child health care? Miranda Huffman, advanced practice registered nurse and certified nurse practitioner, is available for pediatrics and accepting new patients. Part of Trinity Health System Twin City Medical Center, Miranda Huffman has offices at 6408 McKee Road, Denison. Reach her for an appointment at 740-922-7477. As always, you and your loved ones can confidently place your trust in Trinity Health System.
Hi, folks. Matt Smith here from Parkway Nissan in Dover. The new 2025 models are starting to roll in, which means it's time to make some room on the lot. So right now, we are offering the biggest discounts of the year on all the 2024 models in stock and finance rates as low as 3.9% for 72 months for qualified buyers. So if you've been waiting for that perfect time to buy, here it is. Stop into Parkway Nissan in Dover or visit us on the web at iloveparkway.com.
Looking for an alternative mode of transportation? Get a golf cart from Willendale Golf Cart Sales and Service. Willendale has over 1,000 carts to choose from, and there's one that's perfect for your needs. Whether it's putting around town or putting on the greens, from wholesale to retail, make Willendale Golf Cart Sales your one-stop shop for carts, parts, and service at 111 North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg. Online at WillendaleGolfCartSales.com or on Facebook for deals and discounts.
A fall tradition in Ohio. Great high school football coverage on Big Hits, WBTC, The Tusk.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here. It is halftime as the Indian Valley Band gets ready to attend to their entertainment duties. And speaking of entertainment, it's 22-22. What are your thoughts just off the top of your head?
Well, what a classic match.
Yeah.
We have one team that throws the ball and is giving the other team fits, and that's Perkins. Schweinfurth with a 6'2 junior who's going to be getting some looks. And we were watching the pregame how he just flicks that ball down the field. And Indian Valley, whose running game and offensive line are dominating the game, time of possession way mismatch.
Oh, yeah.
It's way a mismatch. But we got a tie game, and it's frustrating. It has to be frustrating a little bit for Coach Lancaster because he knows they're doing everything they want to do against this defense of Sandusky. Yet
it's just actually just 3 big plays is all Perkins really has. They've only run for 27 yards, but they've got the 3 long pass plays, and 2 of them went to Braylon Collier, who's got 2 touchdowns and 141 yards in receptions in the first half.
And I look for Coach Lancaster to do something. They've been great at making adjustments. I look for them and put a little more pressure on him. You can't stop him. With 3 men, he's got too much time to look down the field, and he can flick that ball down 20 yards, 25 yards in a second. So I think they're going to start sending some guys.
Well, that's the thing. There's 2 things you can do. You can try to double cover the guy that's killing you, or you can get more pressure on the quarterback, and I see where you're going with that.
And if you remember, in the last game, Riker Williams, they would move him up to the line as a 4th rusher, and one time he went in completely untouched, but even if he is touched, he's so strong and quick to get in there, and I think he would be the guy to be able to maybe put a little pressure on him.
We may see that. Let's take a look at my unofficial numbers at halftime for Perkins. Isaac Bunce with 27 yards on 8 carries. That's their entire rushing attack, 27 yards. But Schweinfurth has gone 9 of 12 for 203 touchdowns, 2 of them to Braylon Collier, who has 5 catches for 141 and a TD, and the first one to Blake Parker, 40 yards and the touchdown. So they've got 227 total yards, unofficially 9 first downs. They do have the 1 turnover when they fumbled the kickoff return after Indian Valley's first touchdown and gave the Braves the ball back, kind of took the lead on who's scoring, because both teams, other than the kneel down in the last half minute of the first half, have scored on all 3 of their possessions.
And no punts today.
No punts.
Team.
For Indian Valley, yardage-wise, you're looking at 187 on the ground. Grady Kinsey has 126 and 3 touchdowns. Riker Williams has 11 carries for 61. By the way, Grady with 17 carries plus the 2 extra points a couple of times. Passing-wise, Indian Valley 1 for 1. Rowan Pacine caught a 4-yard pass from Williams. So they've got 191 total yards versus 227 for Perkins, but they're grinding it out. They unofficially have 11 first downs. They did not turn the ball over. This game started with Perkins having the ball first. Go ahead.
Yeah, and interesting, the yards after catch, it's huge. 154 of his 228 passing yards have come after the catch.
Well, right. Let's look at the scoring. Most of it in the second quarter. In the first quarter, Schweinfurth threw that pass to Parker on 3rd and 35, you might recall, from the 40-yard line, and they converted on a 57-yard drive. The extra point kick was good. It was 7-0. That's the way the first quarter ended, but Indian Valley had the ball on the 2-yard line to start the second quarter, and on the first play, Kinsey went over from 2 yards to complete a 66-yard drive. The extra point kick was low and blocked. It was 7-6. Then came the fumble on the kickoff return. Indian Valley turned that into a 46-yard drive. Kinsey blasted over from 13 yards out. The extra point, Williams to Bircher, after he escaped 2 terrible would-be sacks and somehow got away from it, and Bircher caught the ball to make it 14-7. Then they kicked off. A 71-yard drive began for Perkins, capped by a 54-yard pass. Schweinfurth to Collier. The extra point kick was good. It was 14-all. Indian Valley got the ball back and grounded all the way down the field. An 80-yard drive capped at 109 by Kinsey with a 2-yard run. They called timeout, came back out, and Kinsey took it over for the 2 extra points to make it 22-14. We said they need to stop. They didn't get it. On the first play from scrimmage, Perkins threw the bubble screen out to Collier, and he went 70 yards down the left sideline for a 1-play touchdown drive. The extra point was a attempt for 2, and the pass went to Bunce. It was good, and we stand at 22-22 at halftime.
And, on that last touchdown, they had quads for the first time, and they were in a diamond shape out there, and the pass got through, but Indian Valley was there. They didn't get fooled.
They had 2 receivers right up at the line, bump and run style, and then 2 behind them.
Collier just made a good step. He faked 1 step to the inside, and then once he hit outside, you called it right away, Brad, that he was gone. There was no catching. The speed factor in the secondary for Indian Valley is something that it's going to be tough to compensate for.
But we saw that last week, and so I think whatever adjustments they might have been talking about last week, they may try to make something similar this week. But you've really got the one guy. Now, there are other guys who are certainly a threat. We saw Parker go deep. But I think if you can cut Collier down to those quick bubble screen catches for 2 or 3 or 4 yards, that you're going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and Indian Valley looks to me like the better team.
I think so.
They're the better team. But that's scary, the way he throws the football. That he, like you say, 3rd and 30?
Right.
And he throws a touchdown pass.
They're not afraid. The OHSAA site's still calling this a 22-20 game. I don't understand that. So if you're looking at that,
at least the scoreboard's right.
If you're looking at that, it's wrong. It's 22-22. It is halftime. This is the 7th and final game of the state championship football weekend here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. We'll come back and take a look at some of the other scores from earlier this weekend here when we return to the Parkway Nissan Dover halftime report in 2 minutes.
Feed your hunger with Friday night football specials at Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Hall on Front Street in New Philadelphia. Get the Gillen Burger and fries only $7.99, fish sandwich and fries for $8.99, and a fish dinner only $10.99. Specials are available all day. Ricardo's is open for breakfast from 8 to 10 a.m. 7 days a week, and Ricardo's Banquet Facility and full-service restaurant can handle all your needs, from receptions to reunions, parties, and more. For your next meal or event, remember Ricardo's, 115 Front Street Northwest, New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
USP Sandblasting and Painting in Janayton is home to all your painting and printing needs. From high-quality vinyl graphics, decals, and banners to sandblasting and painting with over 39 years experience, USP has been helping their customers stand out above the crowd. USP Sandblasting and Painting of Janayton, a proud supporter of the Indian Valley Braves.
Stocker Concrete Company in Janayton-Hutton has been family-owned and operated since 1935. Stocker Concrete has concrete block, sand, gravel, limestone, masonry supplies, basement windows, and of course, ready-mixed concrete. You always receive prompt, courteous service, so the next time you need concrete or supplies, call Stocker Concrete at 740-254-4626. That's 740-254-4626 for Stocker Concrete.
Hi, this is Jim Wilson from the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open a business, you planted a seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help you grow. Thriving businesses mean strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise families here too, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, more equipment, or more inventory, see us for a commercial loan today. We are your local bank with local decision makers, where your success is our greatest reward. The First National Bank of Denison, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Big hits, both musically and on the gridiron, are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
Welcome back to the Division IV State Championship game at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato. It's halftime. Indian Valley with the band ready to make their halftime performance. Tied with Sandusky Perkins 22-22. So reviewing the weekend, and chip in whenever something comes to mind. Okay. Thursday night in Division II in the snow, Avon beat Anderson 20-13. Don't you know somebody from Avon?
Yes, I do. Mike Elder, very nice man and a great coach who was here at Indian Valley. Actually replaced me.
Yeah.
And I think he was only here for 1 year.
1 or 2, yeah.
But what a career he's had. So congratulations, Mike Elder.
So that was the Division II game on Thursday night. On Friday morning, this was memorable. Marion Local, who I think have won 100 games in a row or something like that, came out against Hillsdale, 15-0. Hillsdale, 14-1. It was 33-0 Flyers at the end of one. It was 60-0 in favor of Marion Local at halftime, and they beat Hillsdale 74-0. That's I can't even hardly say that.
How does that happen? State. I mean, we could see a first round mismatch, you know.
Well, Hillsdale's obviously pretty good.
Yes.
I mean, but here's Malvern sick at home because they lost to Hillsdale by 2 points on 2 Hail Marys, and they might have been able to I'm sure they think they could have represented better than that.
Oh, yeah. What was that score, like 50-48?
50-48.
Something like that?
Yeah. And so that was the opener on Friday. Then it was Bishop Watterson out of Columbus edging Toledo Central Catholic 19-14 to have a perfect season at 16-0. Division I, Archbishop Moeller probably was favored at 14-1 over 13-2 Olentangy Liberty. Liberty wins it 28-14, beating Mr. Football.
Yeah, and that was a surprise, too.
A little bit, I think. It certainly was to Moeller. Earlier today, this score surprised me. The outcome a little bit, the score by a lot. A rematch of last year, Coldwater, who upset Kirtland last year to win the state championship in Division 6. They rematched this year, and Coldwater this year beats Kirtland 31-7.
Yeah, and you would have thought it would have been their time to get revenge,
Well, for a while, Kirtland won about 3 years without losing a game.
Yeah.
But to get beat 31-7 is shocking. Then in Division 5, we had a lot of drama in the last 2 minutes. Liberty Center was trailing Ironton 21-17. Ironton fumbled the football. Liberty Center got it inside the 35-yard line. And on second down, they fumbled it back to Ironton, who ended up scoring a late touchdown and beating Liberty Center, both teams, the Tigers, 27-17.
Brad, correct me if I'm wrong, but did I see that they could have taken a knee? Ironton did not need to fumble. They could have taken a knee.
No. That was after they got the ball back. They could have taken a knee and let the clock run out, but they scored the touchdown and actually let Liberty Center get the ball back. They ended up driving down the field, not scoring, and that was the end of that one. And now you've got the Division 4 game at 22-22 halftime. I think this one is good representation of what's so far. The 74-0 game, you can kind of throw that out. That's not the norm, but these are the kind of games that you look for, hope for, and you really think you're going to get by two teams that have really had to grind it out. And you look at Indian Valley's schedule, had a couple of teams that weren't as good, and maybe their opener, Akron Ellett, not to pick on Ellett, but probably the lowest ranked team on their schedule. But they went through a pretty tough IVC South schedule there.
Yeah, and just watching that offensive line, though, knock those guys backwards.
Right.
I mean, the surge at the line of scrimmage is all Indian Valley. And like I said, Brad, they're opening up holes that you and I could probably waddle through, and gain 5 yards just because they're being knocked off the ball. It's a beautiful thing to see, but it's just amazing that they're in a tied game. When they dominated time of possession.
Well, and they're going to come out with a little different wrinkle in the second. Look, some of the props, the buckets are blowing down the field because of the wind. But it's the defensive adjustments that we look at. But what offensive adjustment will Indian Valley make to offset what they think Perkins might try to do? That's going to be something that I'm interested in here as we wind it down here. This is high school state championship football on WBTC AM and FM, Urixville, New Philadelphia. Brad Shup and Dave Didinato. And we'll be back with more at halftime here in 2 minutes on the Dover let me say that again. The Dover Parkway Nissan halftime report on the Tusk.
In the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle? We have what you're looking for. Hi, this is Pat Ferris, and we've got a great selection of new Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and Toyotas. Stop in and see our extensive selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, or stop in during our normal business hours, or shop online at your convenience at thinkferris.com. You can browse all of our new and used inventory, schedule service, and order parts at thinkferris.com on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Think Ferris. Napa know-how.
Twin City Auto has some great December deals for you to keep your vehicle running smoothly this winter. Mobile full synthetic oil is only $6.99 a quart. Power Service diesel fuel supplements, $9.99 a quart. Max starting fluid, the 12-ounce container, $5.99. And Napa full synthetic oil for $4.29 per quart. Twin City Automotive, with locations in Urixville and Strasburg.
Founded in 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for commercial, industrial, and residential needs. No job is too small or too large, and they treat every customer like family. Whether they're performing state-funded, multifaceted new construction or residential home service upgrades, their quality of work has been and always will be of utmost quality. Their goal is not only treating both the customer and the project with high regard, but they also guarantee that their work will be done respectfully, timely, and professionally. That's Wood Electric, 330-339-7002.
Follow the path to prevention to the Altman Cancer Center. You'll experience the latest in state-of-the-art technologies and the most advanced treatments to preserve your quality of life. One place for comprehensive, compassionate care. From a multi-specialty team of cancer experts working together and a navigator helping when needed most. You are our focus, and this is the place. Take the road to recovery to the Altman Cancer Center.
Keep it right here on Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk, for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
The Indian Valley Band finishes their last halftime show of the year. They can be sure of that now. 16 weeks they were out there. How about that?
That's incredible. That's like a whole another season almost.
Well, we're into basketball. We had a basketball game last night where Central Catholic beat Claymont 40-38. And coming up Tuesday night, we'll be at Indian Valley. Now, you're saying you think the football guys will be dressed and ready to play on Tuesday? Because I don't know about that.
I think when I was at Indian Valley, when they lost the tournament game in basketball, they would, and I would tell them, you can have a few days
off. As the baseball coach.
Yeah, as a baseball coach. I would tell them they can take a few days off. They said, no, when's pitching practice? Because back then, you used to have pitching practice for 2 weeks. And I'd say, no, don't worry about it. They'd say, no, we're going to be there. Just tell us what time, And they'd be in the locker room telling me that. So, yeah, I expect, if I know those guys, they'll want to play in that game. And you look at Riker Williams, who was a key player for them. The competitive thing about athletes, he wants to be out there.
Yeah.
He is not going to want to miss that game.
And I don't want to guess what his favorite sport is, but he doesn't want to miss any of them. That's for sure.
I think he might be one of those guys that his favorite sport is whichever one he's playing.
Yeah. I'm watching the kicker down here. He has hit the upright a couple of times. He's kicking it way past where he needs to. That when they finally put the net up, he kicked it over the net once before and kicked it out into no man's land out there. But the breeze is still a part of what we're doing, but again, it's a kind of a crosswind, so it doesn't really favor you depending on which way you're going down this field, as both teams are back out onto the field after getting a little bit warmed up in the locker room and talking about what to do differently, probably defensively as much as anything at halftime, because both offenses have been successful.
I think Indian Valley's capable of making adjustments. I don't know about Sandusky because they're getting handled up front.
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of adjustments you can make. The only thing I'd say is you could try run blitzing, trying to cover all the gaps. But with those guys, with Williams and Kinsey, you miss one tackle, it's going to be tough to stop them.
Right. Yeah, that is the danger. If you try to plug the gap, and especially with Kinsey, well, not especially him, but we see him run over so many people, and then, like you said, there's nobody behind you now, or it's just a 128-pound safety, and forget that.
But they'll have to try something, maybe some stunts or loops, or to confuse the blocking a little bit. But you just can't line up with them.
You mentioned on this these big plays, passing-wise, for Perkins. The ball was thrown down the field quite a bit, a couple of them, but on the last one, it really wasn't a long throw. It was a long run. So are you still concentrating on putting more pressure on the quarterback if he's getting rid of it that soon, or do you have to do something different with your coverage?
I think they have to try something. I mean, what you've been doing isn't working on defense. So, I mean, really, except for the turnover, they haven't. Indian Valley hasn't stopped them, and they've had them in some situations too where they had third and long, just like
third and 35.
Yeah, and so did Indian Valley when Williams ran for a first down, third and whatever.
Right. Yeah, third and 20. Yeah, he made 21 yards. So the captains have gone to the center of the field. Jackson Bircher confirms that they're going to be getting the football. He on one side, and big Vinny Strold, a senior lineman at 205, was the captain who represented Perkins, as the officials now meet at the middle of the field. So both teams officially into their warm-up time now. So again, Indian Valley will get the football. I believe they're going to be going left to right as they discuss it. We'll take one more quick timeout to discuss it here. 22-22 as we get ready for the third quarter of the Division IV state championship game, and we'll be back with that in 2 minutes on the Tusk.
Tonight's game brought to you by Reichman Plumbing, located at 899 Wainwright Road, Southeast in New Philadelphia. A wide range of plumbing services for residential and commercial properties. Let Reichman take care of your plumbing, sewer, and water heater needs.
And Colwell Flower Shop. Never underestimate the power of a simple gesture. Visit us at 2448 Brightwood Road Southeast in New Philly. Mention this ad and get 2 carnations for your sweetheart for the price of 1 and 25% off our beautiful classic cardinal centerpiece.
Are you in need of financing but don't know who to call? Call Tusk Valley Financial with same-day loan service. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com and download the application. Then call 330-343-8900 to start the easy process. They take your application over the phone or in person with credit processed and customers notified sometimes the same day. Once terms are agreed upon, sign and receive your money. It's that easy. Loans subject to normal credit policies. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com
Nothing
for
is
complete
more
details.
important than the health of your children. Where can you find the best in child health care? Miranda Huffman, advanced practice registered nurse and certified nurse practitioner, is available for pediatrics and accepting new patients. Part of Trinity Health System Twin City Medical Center, Miranda Huffman has offices at 6408 McKee Road, Denison. Reach her for an appointment at 740-922-7477. As always, you and your loved ones can confidently place your trust in Trinity Health System.
Hi, folks. Matt Smith here from Parkway Nissan in Dover. The new 2025 models are starting to roll in, which means it's time to make some room on the lot. So right now, we are offering the biggest discounts of the year on all the 2024 models in stock and finance rates as low as 3.9% for 72 months for qualified buyers. So if you've been waiting for that perfect time to buy, here it is. Stop into Parkway Nissan in Dover or visit us on the web at iloveparkway.com.
High school football is best enjoyed at a high volume. Blasting from your speakers, it's Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk.
And we welcome you back to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, ready for the second half of the Division IV Championship, tied at 22, Indian Valley and the Perkins Pirates, who are kicking it off. Indian Valley going right to left to start this third quarter.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see what adjustments are made by both teams, because what they're doing defensively is not working.
Right.
Offensively, neither team has any problem right now.
But don't forget, after the game, we'll be announcing our big hitter from WBTC The Tusk, who's going to get a T-shirt from DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery in New Philadelphia and a free personal pizza from Freight Train Pizza on North Main in Uriksville. They're handing the ball to Buga to kick it off for Perkins. It's not Buga. He's not doing the kickoff duties tonight. That is Grant Hickman, who is doing the kickoff kicking. So he's got the 40 over on the left hash mark, so he will have 6 Pirates to his right, 4 to his left. Both teams have been just skipping the ball along the ground here tonight. So he approaches and pooches the football, and that's going to hit, and we've got a penalty marker down. Somebody was offsides. Indian Valley was going to pick that up rather handily at the 35, but I think we'll do it over because somebody got ahead of the kicker. And he did slow down to try to get the little bit of the pooch underneath that, and I'm sure one of his guys went burning on past, not realizing it was going to do that.
I'm not so sure Indian Valley wanted that.
I know.
They had the ball at the 35 before anybody was even down there. So even a normal return, you're going to be almost at midfield.
40 penalty yards against Perkins. And Indian Valley's only penalty tonight, when the replay showed the face mask they got called for,
oh, that's right.
wasn't there.
They did have that one,
It was,
I didn't see it at all.
It was kind of a phantom call. So now the ball's at the 35-yard line. Let's see if Grant Hickman tries the same thing, and if he does, I bet nobody's going to run in front of him this time. He says he's ready. Ball standing on the tee, and it's onside, and did it go 10 yards, and did Indian Valley get it? Perkins says they have the ball.
I think they got it.
Well, wait a minute. There's a discussion whether it went 10 yards. Right now they're standing at the 44.5-yard line. It didn't go far enough. And so some of the enthusiasm has left the Pirate sideline as Indian Valley's going to get the ball at the 45, I do believe. No, they give it to Perkins.
I think in the scrum, the ball got knocked back. Here it is. We can see it there.
Well, we couldn't see where it was out on the field, though.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, they did the old Don Hertler onside kick.
Yep.
It was a middle kick, and they took out the first guy.
Well, they'll get it at their own 45. Again, that's
there's your
questionable call.
They know they can't stop them.
So the Indian Valley crowd is really giving it to the officials. Really giving it to the officials. Well, let's see if this fires up Indian Valley. This could have the reverse effect. You never know.
I think they're upset because they saw the replay, and it looked like maybe the ball may have hit a Sandusky player.
I think they're going to look at it. Can they do that here? Do they have that capability? They do. They're looking at it on the sideline. The referee has a headset on, and he's got a laptop or something, a Chromebook. I don't know, but Indian Valley's pretty sure.
We're looking at it here. See, I think it might have hit a.
Oh, it did.
Right there.
It did. It hit number 0, Mikey Young, on the leg before it got to the 45. Remember, it was back 5 yards from the offside penalty. It hit him. That's what I thought. It hit him at the 44. Then they fell on it. That should be Indian Valley ball. But we'll wait and see. Stranger things have happened.
Well, as we were saying, there's your first adjustment. The onside kick was like, we don't think we can stop you, and if we're in a shootout, we want the ball.
It was after the pooch. Remember, they tried to pooch it. Indian Valley, the players saying, it's our ball, it's our ball, it's our ball. But we will wait and see what the official says. He's taking a long time, which might mean that he's considering where to put the football, hopefully, and making an overturn. Now,
looking at the replay, it looks like
it definitely hit Young.
Now, the question is, did it go beyond the line before it hit him?
Well, I didn't think so, just from the naked eye, and I know we're 7 stories up and 40 yards away, but it looked like he was still in front of the 45. The official's still wearing the headset. I think he's asking for help from whoever is at the other end of the video here. One other official is standing beside the head referee as they look at this for the longest time. Again, they tried a pooch kick. They were offside at 35. Now the official is finally taking the headphones off. He's standing back. Let's see what he has to say. The ruling on the field stands. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
How do you watch that and not see that? All right, we'll find out.
Wait, maybe an explanation would have been nice.
Right. So they'll give Perkins the ball at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, let's see how the Indian Valley defense reacts to that.
Wing left, 2 out wide to the right. On 1st down, it is Schweinfurth smacking his hands and faking the handoff. They get the ball outside and getting the pass and being driven out of bounds, even though the clock is winding. They get it to the 50-yard line. That catch was made by Blake Parker. That's his first catch since the touchdown. He gains 5.
And did you notice they brought a rusher off the edge, so they're bringing 4 now.
2nd down and 5. The ball now on the right hash.
It doesn't look like they're going to now.
Well, they might. 2nd down. There's Bunce, and he bounces it to the left side, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's across the 45 to the 44 of Indian Valley. And is there a flag down? Nope. 1st down, 6-yard gain.
It's hard to tell with all the papers.
The napkin vendor needs to have a heavier paperweight of some kind. So
they look like flags.
1st and 10 at the 44 after the disputed call. Bunce tries to get outside, breaks another tackle. He's inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. So Indian Valley had him corralled, but they could not bring him down as he goes from the 44 to the 38 for a gain of 6. And so far he's gained 12 yards here in the second half. It is 2nd down.
Hunter Peterman had a good shot at him. He made a nice move to avoid him.
2nd and a long 4. There's a bad snap, but they hand it off to Bunce. He goes behind his line, and they keep him standing up for a 1st down and more as Williams rides him like a rodeo bull down at the 27-yard line, a 12-yard gain. He was about to go down, and his lineman pushed him forward, and he got his balance back.
I see a different offensive line for Sandusky.
They may have had their manhood challenged a little bit.
They're really coming off the ball. I didn't see that in the first half.
They've got a couple of big guys at right tackle. Sanchez, he's 6'4", 295. 1st down, they're running behind him this time. There's a hole, and it's down to the 25, and bouncing off his own man, and then a tackler is Bunce again. Williams knocks him down. I think he's short of a 1st down. And where are they going to spot it? Boy, he's close. 2nd down and 1. So 9 more. What a big call that onside kick is now as Perkins is in the red zone.
And how about this? 1 pass on this drive.
Right. Now the running back is right behind the quarterback, and they're going to hand it off to him. He's looking left side. He bounces up to the outside. He's got a little bit of running room. There's a penalty marker down. He's going the distance. Touchdown, Perkins, but we've got a flag. So hold on to the scoreboard. It's a hold against the Pirates, and that's coming back to about the 30-yard line. Instead of a touchdown, it'll be second down and behind the sticks.
And penalties are the big bugaboo for Perkins.
I've got them 5 for 50. I think they had a...
That was 55,
well,
maybe.
They've got more on the official stats. So they held Grady Kinsey. Kinsey had his arm out, and you could see... And then the offensive player holds his arms out wide like, I didn't hold anybody. That's an automatic signal to the referee that you did hold somebody. Second and 11, they'll put it at the 28. 9:41 to play, third quarter, 22-22. Perkins with the first possession here after the disputed onside kick. And Williams showed that he was going to blitz from the right side. Now he goes back into coverage.
Well, he's walking back. Let's see if he comes back up the line.
He's creeping back up there on second down. Here he comes, and he doesn't get to the quarterback. They get it out to Collier on the right side. Collier is being dragged down. Beautiful tackle on the sideline over on the other side by Kyler Vosick. We haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he made a great tackle there on Collier, and it's going to be third down and about 10?
About 10, yeah.
About 9, a 2-yard gain for Collier.
And he needed to make that tackle. He was one-on-one out there. That was a great play.
Well, that's what we were talking about. You'll give them the 2- and 3-yarders like that all game. But now here's where they've been big on third down. 3rd and 9 at the 27. They need to get inside the 18 to get a first down. Long signal count, man in motion. Now they've got Collier out on the deep out pattern. They throw the ball toward him. He dives for it, but he's way out of bounds. He couldn't catch that and even hope to stay in bounds. And now it's fourth down. Now you're not in this win going to kick a 45-yard field goal, even on good conditions. That would be a stretch.
That time Schweinfurth threw that off his back foot, and he didn't really need to.
Yeah, the pressure wasn't that close. Empty backfield. They go with that quads to the left on fourth down. Indian Valley only has 3 guys over there. Are they going to move a 4th guy over? Williams says, hey, we've got to get somebody over here. They're trying to make an adjustment. Here comes Golder now. He's going to be the 4th guy in coverage over on that side. So now they've got everybody covered on 4th down. Here comes Schweinfurth. He's going to throw to the right side. Single coverage down, and it's going to be up. And did he catch that football?
With one hand? He did.
Touchdown,
oh my God.
Pirates. What a catch.
And that was good coverage by Indian Valley. The DB on that side, and I didn't get his number, Brad, was all over him. Here it is. It's number 5.
Hostetler.
Yeah, he's all over him.
It was a back shoulder throw, and Parker caught that with one hand and came down. He got it.
That was a legitimate one hand. That wasn't one where you trap it against your chest. How did he catch that?
And so they go on a touchdown drive after the onside kick. The extra point kick is up, and that one is good. It's Perkins 29, Indian Valley 22. Braves getting ready to receive the kick when we come back here in 1 minute on the Tusk.
Looking for an alternative mode of transportation? Get a golf cart from Willendale Golf Cart Sales and Service. Willendale has over 1,000 carts to choose from, and there's one that's perfect for your needs. Whether it's putting around town or putting on the greens, from wholesale to retail, make Willendale Golf Cart Sales your one-stop shop for carts, parts, and service at 111 North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg. Online at WillendaleGolfCartSales.com or on Facebook for deals and discounts.
Feed your hunger with Friday night football specials at Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Hall on Front Street in New Philadelphia. Get the Gillen Burger and fries only $7.99, fish sandwich and fries for $8.99, and a fish dinner only $10.99. Specials are available all day. Ricardo's is open for breakfast from 8 to 10 a.m. 7 days a week, and Ricardo's banquet facility and full-service restaurant can handle all your needs, from receptions to reunions, parties, and more. For your next meal or event, remember Ricardo's, 115 Front Street Northwest, New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
It's the area's best coverage. High school football on Big Hits WBTC, The Tusk.
Well, a fantastic catch by Blake Parker in the end zone on a back shoulder throw, and the extra point making it 29-22 Perkins with 8:46 to go in the third quarter as they complete that 55-yard drive.
Well, they still have to stop Indian Valley, and they've had trouble doing that. So
they're going to have to hold the ball on the tee again, and this time they're going to bounce it along the ground, and it takes a couple of hops, and it's still loose, and it's going to have to be fallen on deep in Indian Valley territory. A very successful bouncing kick that time, as the Braves will get it at the 18-yard line, but they had to fall on it that time because of the amount of time that had passed. You knew Perkins was getting close.
And the football gods were smiling on Perkins on that one, because that ball hopped every which way.
It went over one guy who was getting ready to field it. So finally, Indian Valley gets the ball after the onside kick was successful. 8:45 to go in the third. 1st and 10 with the ball on the right hash mark. They'll go H-back to the right, and Kinsey with the direct snap goes to the right side, and he's across the 20, and now we got a flag down at the 20-yard line. This may be coming back as Kinsey fought his way to the 23-yard line for 5 yards. And is that going to be the first holding penalty tonight on Indian Valley?
Yeah, I believe so, and one adjustment was made. They did run blitz that time. They brought somebody off the edge. He took out the blockers, the lead blockers for Kinsey, but I don't know that he wasn't held.
They're going to stomp it all the way back to the 8-yard line, so I'm going to guess that's an 8-yard penalty because you can only go half the distance.
Most teams, this is a passing situation,
oh, no.
except Indian Valley. They can pick up 13, 14 yards here easily.
I guess it's a 9-yard penalty. So it's 1st and 19 back at the 9, or something close to that. Offset I, first down. They're going to pitch it to Kinsey this time. He's going to throw it back to Williams. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's got a blocker in front. 15, 20, 30. Here comes the block. 40, 45, 50, 45. They finally get him from behind down at the 43-yard line of Perkins. What a play! Kinsey throws the pass, and it goes to the 41-yard line.
Kinsey looked like a quarterback throwing that pass.
50 yards.
It was beautifully set up.
Well, I didn't have Williams down as a receiver.
No,
I didn't have Kinsey as a quarterback.
I'm watching the replay of it. It was unbelievable how they set it up.
So a huge first down, and now the ball is in Perkins territory at the 41. That's a play you always run at your own 9-yard line, right?
What a time to call it, too. Great timing.
Offset I to the right, 2 wide receivers to the right side. First down. Williams is going to follow the block of Kinsey. He gets through the 40 to the 35, and they're twisting him, and that play should be whistled down. Why wait for the whistle? So they'll give him the 34-yard line for a 7-yard gain before they finally pushed him out.
Brad, Rogan Wilson is just pulverizing the lineman.
I think he's a little upset.
Oh, my gosh.
It is 2nd down and 3 with under 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Perkins has the lead right now, 29-22. Colt James goes out wide to the right side. He goes clear over to the numbers, and the ball's on the left hash. Tight end right, wing right. They hand it off, and they go left, and Kinsey stutter steps, and then he's got a little bit of room, and he will finally be mushed at the 32, just shy of the first down. So they needed 3, and they got 2. It's 3rd down and 1 coming up. Brady with 128 yards. So he's way over 3,100 for the season in only his 15th game.
And here you look at 3rd and 1, and with this offensive line and the running backs, it's not even a factor.
If you're Perkins, you got to scrape at the ball because they're going to make the first down.
There are some teams that you'd wonder if they're going to pick it up.
Now they shift the defensive line. Indian Valley shifts the wing back to the left side. 3rd down, they're going to hand it off to Kinsey out of the fullback spot, and he simply plunges forward down to the 28. That's a gain of 4 and a first down. And so Indian Valley continues moving the football after the huge 50-yard halfback pass back to Williams. Kinsey now brings the ball down to the 28-yard line. We're inside 7 minutes to go in the third quarter of the state championship game in Division 4. Perkins up by a touchdown. Indian Valley,
Brad,
1st and 10.
Have you ever done a game where there was no punts?
Probably, but not at this level. I mean, these defenses are struggling. Williams looks over to the sideline now with still 4 on the play clock. He'll take the snap with 2. He will follow Kinsey to the left side, puts a stiff arm out, and he gains to the 23. And again, now the whistle finally blows, and nobody falls down. It's a gain of 5 to the 23. 2nd down and 5. Here's the other thing about Kinsey. He's got 3,100 yards. They use him to lead block for Williams all the time, and I'm going to speak for him. He loves blasting into those guys to get them out of the way.
They're so good at blocking. All of them are.
Ball stays on the left hash. It's second down and 5.
And their blocking is crisp.
Yes.
You know, they know who they're going to block. They're not confused, and they go at it.
Big picture of Matt Lancaster on the screen here for a moment on second down. Direct snap to Kinsey, right side running, puts his head and shoulder down, breaks through 2 tackles. He's got 4 Perkins players on him, and he's still going forward, and he's got a first down inside the 20 to the 17. Man.
You have to tackle him. He is not going to go down for you.
Yeah, but 4?
Yeah.
4 guys?
You got to put him down. You can't lean on him.
20 carries, 139, so he's averaging 7 yards a carry in the state championship game, and he's got 140. Now, the record for the state championship game is way over 250.
You know, a lot of running backs, Brad, sometimes when they get hit, their legs stop. Not with him.
I think that kicks him into the next gear, to be honest. I formation, Williams under center. Hands it off. Tailback, Kinsey hit at the line of scrimmage and goes forward and dives forward inside the 15, clear down to the 12. And he got hit right away, bounced off of it, and gained 5. Second and 5 at the 12.
David Stryker just trapped one of the linemen, and it was hard for that lineman to get up. I mean, he popped him.
I was just reminded to look and see. I think Joey Dietrich's back in the game. Yeah, he's in there. But he got popped in the hip so hard by Kinsey in the first half he had to go out of the game. Second and 5 out of the eye. They're going to hand it off to Kinsey. No, left side. Kinsey, he's got the football. 10-5, and he dives forward. Oh, they said his knee was down at the 1. Kinsey does not agree. But he goes from the 12 to the 1, first and goal at the 1-yard line after an 11-yard gain. He's got 155, and the Braves are knocking on the door here to potentially get within 1, and then we'll see decision time. Do you kick the tie, or do you try for 2 to go ahead?
Well, I think they'll go for 2.
I do too. Wind's still
whipping. You know they're
here.
going to get in. It's not even a question right now.
Well, I think 22 is going to get the ball. Bircher is the fullback in the I formation. Perkins is still shifting as they snap the ball, and Kinsey walks it in. He finally gets tackled 3 yards deep. Oh, we've got a flag. We've got a flag. What's going on here? Hang on a minute.
There might be illegal motion.
Yep, illegal shift on the offense. I didn't see that at all. I saw the defense moving. Oh, that's a huge penalty. 5 yards.
I don't know if everybody got set, Brad.
Maybe not.
I'm going to watch a replay here.
Well, that would be a legal shift, right? If somebody's still not stopped, but who didn't get stopped? Everybody in the picture was set for 2 seconds. First and goal at the 6. Now Indian Valley bursts out of the huddle. They turn, hand off to Kinsey. He's the 5, he's at the 3, and he's stopped at about the 2-yard line. So he gains 4. So it's second and goal at the 2. Clock ticking away here in the third quarter with under 4 minutes to go. Perkins up 29-22, but Indian Valley knocking at the 2-yard line on the left hash. Williams goes to the sideline, talks to Coach Lancaster in person, and then brings the message to the huddle. They send James out wide to the left. That's the short side of the field. And again, they're going to burst out of the mini huddle. There's a big gap on the left side. They're going to pitch it to Kinsey, and Kinsey barrels through a defender. Touchdown, Braves. Who did he hit? Oh, my gosh, he hit Dietrich again.
Well, you can't catch Kinsey because you're going to take punishment. You got to be moving forward on him.
That's his 4th touchdown.
He caught him and got it again.
3:34 to play in the third. Now a huge play call coming up. The ball on the 3-yard line, middle of the field, and Indian Valley's almost certainly going for 2. They're going to send in a play right now. Colt James and Riker Williams were on the sideline. James is the kicker, but he's coming in there as a wide receiver right now, and he splits out to the left.
Riker Williams to get the ball here.
They could send it to Riker. They're going to go tight end right, wing right, I formation. Let's see what happens. They're going to turn. They're going to fake it to Kinsey. Williams has it. He's got a wide open lane. Oh, a penalty flag is down. What is that about? There wasn't anybody around there. Holding on the Braves. Oh, my. What was the number he called?
I don't know, but somebody is limping off the field for Indian Valley. And that might be... Well, I don't know.
Boy, I didn't see any holding again. The guy who came off the field was Kellen Coates. So now you're clear back at the 17-yard line going for 2. Wow. I'm sorry, at the 12-yard line. They're going to bring out the kick team. They got the kicking tee down with 5 seconds on the play clock. They better hurry. Here's the snap with 1 second. And the kick by James is up, and it is good. We're tied. 3:34 to go in the third. It's 29-29, and we'll be back with the Braves kickoff in 1 minute on the Tusk.
USP Sandblasting and Painting in Janayton is home to all your painting and printing needs. From high-quality vinyl graphics, decals, and banners to sandblasting and painting with over 39 years experience, USP has been helping their customers stand out above the crowd. USP Sandblasting and Painting of Janayton, a proud supporter of the Indian Valley Braves.
This is Brian Williams from the First National Bank of Denison. Our commercial loans can be secured or unsecured with customized payment terms tailored to the needs of your business. We offer revolving lines of credit to smooth business cash flow and help fund seasonal cash requirements. Stop into our Dover office today at 824 Boulevard or visit fnbdenison.com for more information.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Loans are subject to credit approval.
A fall tradition in Ohio. Great high school football coverage on Big Hits, WBTC, The Tusk.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here in Canton, where it's 29-29 Indian Valley and Perkins with 3:34 to go in the third quarter. And again, Indian Valley marches down the field, 82 yards. Of course, the huge 50-yard pass from Kinsey to Williams sprung them out of the shadow of their own goal line and got them where they could just kind of concentrate on running the football.
Right, what a great call that was. And, I'll give both coaches credit. The onside kick to start the half was a surprise. And that play was a surprise.
Boy, was it.
If Kinsey doesn't make a good pass, that ball went a long way. I know he was wide open, but you still got to get it to him.
And he had to catch it.
Yeah. And so that was great there. But, boy, that line blocking is so crisp. They can trap. They can double team.
If you put all 5 of them in all Ohio at some level, first, second, third, honorable mention, you can make a case for
any one of them, yeah. I've never seen such crisp blocking in my life. I have to say that.
And now, you're known as a baseball coach, but you did coach varsity football for how many years?
I did it for actually about 20 years or so.
Well, as an assistant, but you were the head coach for
2 years.
For 2.
Mm-hmm. And we always had wondered what was going on in the line, but they've got it figured out. It's just amazing to watch.
Well, this is
sometimes they don't get enough credit. But I appreciate it as a former coach,
right?
What's going on in that line.
And we try to tell you that. And we talked about Hunter Peterman, the center, one of the seniors. The guards are Titan Peterman, who is a sophomore listed at 195, and Coy Haney, who has stepped in, who is a junior at 195. The tackles are David Stryker, you mentioned him, at senior at 260, and Brogan Wilson, who is a sophomore at 240. So they're not oversized by any stretch of the imagination.
And Sandusky Perkins has to feel like we're getting our butts whipped, but it's a tie game.
At the line of scrimmage,
it just doesn't seem right.
At some point, well, they did turn it over once, but at some point, if Indian Valley can get the stop and get the ball back with the lead and the momentum, it'll be interesting. Perkins shifted that. Who's scoring first with the onside kick earlier?
Certainly did.
Here comes the onside, or the squib kick. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, and now making a cut and headed outside and being crushed at the 33-yard line for Perkins. Picking that up was Bryce Davey, and it'll be first down Perkins at their own 33. So Indian Valley has had them backed up on second and third down many times, but they've always managed to escape with a big pass.
And the discipline of Indian Valley on that kickoff return right there, they stayed in their lanes.
Yes.
Had that end man come inside, they may have broken off another one.
At their own 32, they'll call it first down at the 32 on the left hash mark. Indian Valley with the 3-down lineman. Riker Williams now playing between the receiver and the tackle. I think he's coming. He's showing that he's going to blitz on first down. He does not, and they will throw it out to the other side, and catch is made, and then the tackle is going to be made, slinging the receiver out of bounds. Oh, we get a penalty. What's the penalty about?
Are they going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on that tackle?
Well, I don't know, because he was in bounds when he tackled him. I don't think so. I think it's going the other way.
Yeah.
I think somebody did something.
A flag?
Oh, yeah, way out here at the 50-yard line.
Okay.
Personal foul against Perkins. There we go. That was away from the ball.
Boy, how stupid was that?
Well, that wasn't the... It's not going to earn anybody a Rhodes Scholarship, I'll say that much.
That's just what Taft did last week.
Well, Indian Valley hasn't been able to take full advantage yet, but we'll find out. Ball now back at the 24-yard line. They have to get to the 42 for a first down. It is first down and 16? First and 16, because it happened in the defensive secondary. So after they marched it off, it wasn't 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. They'll go with 3 wide to the left. Oh, now they've got a guy running in late off the sideline. You can't do that. They'll switch and get him in there. And now the quarterback's confused. 2 seconds, 1 second. He wants a timeout. Are they going to get the timeout? They are. Timeout, Perkins. 3:19 to go in the third. It is 29-29, and we'll come back here on the Tusk in 1 minute.
When it comes to your concrete needs, Stocker Concrete has the products and services to complete any project. They also offer the tools for the task at hand, from floats to groovers to various sizes and styles of trowels and levels to Stocker's self-manufactured cement products, such as cement blocks, septic, and reservoir tanks. Stocker Concrete also offers cement truck delivery. Call Stocker Concrete 740-254-4626. Find them at 7574 U.S. Route 36 at Didinato.
In the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle? We have what you're looking for. Hi, this is Pat Ferris, and we've got a great selection of new Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and Toyotas. Stop in and see our extensive selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, or stop in during our normal business hours, or shop online at your convenience at thinkferris.com. You can browse all of our new and used inventory, schedule service, and order parts at thinkferris.com on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Big hits, both musically and on the gridiron, are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
Quads to the right. Now one of those, the back comes back to the backfield as after the timeout, it'll be second down, and they're going to hand it off to Bunce, and he breaks through to the second level and gets about 6 yards back to the 32. He gets the penalty yardage back. It's going to be third down and 10. And for Bunce so far tonight, unofficially, he's got, 12 carries now for 66 yards. 2,300 on the year, and you can see he's a good back. But I think Kinsey's more powerful after he gets hit.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Third and 10. This is where Indian Valley has got to come through. And you can bet that number 1, way out by the numbers on the left side, now sliding in as a slot receiver, is going to be the receiver. They're going to throw 2 blocks and run a tunnel screen right here.
And they're only going to rush 3, it looks like.
Now they're going to bring Bunce back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry, man in motion to the other side. That's not 18, that's 10. So they go 2 on each side. Third down, they look to the right side. Now they look to the middle. They throw it across the middle, and they got their man first down. And that was Dietrich, and he got laid out again, and he is slow to get up, but he's at the 46-yard line for a 16-yard gain on third and 10.
Dietrich's a tough kid, man. Well, he's taking some shots
today. Must either that or he doesn't know where he's at. So first down, and again, a third and long, and the defense cannot get off the field for the Braves. Tied at 29 with 2:10 to go in the third. Man in motion to the left side on first down. They're going to fake, and they're going to throw the high screen over to Collier. He gets a block. Oh, there's holding over there. Collier gets away. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He is going to be breaking through a tackle and scoring for Perkins. Touchdown. No hold called on the block, and it is 35-29. At least I don't think so. A couple of guys are on their haunches down over here. But I don't see a flag. So that goes for a 54-yard play, I believe. Again.
Would you say they have an explosive offense, Brad?
They have an explosive guy.
Yeah. And give quarterback credit. That ball went away from the right hash all the way to the other side of the field.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Very similar to Kinsey's throw.
Right. Yeah. 1:54 to play in the third. Perkins back up by 6. As they're ready for the extra point, the snap is good, and the kick is high enough. It is bending to the left, but it's good. Perkins again regains the lead, 36, Indian Valley 29, 1:54 to go in the third, and we'll come back with kickoff here in 30 seconds on the Tusk.
Twin City Auto has some great December deals for you to keep your vehicle running smoothly this winter. Mobile full synthetic oil is only $6.99 a quart. Power Service diesel fuel supplements, $9.99 a quart. Max starting fluid, the 12-ounce container, $5.99. And Napa full synthetic oil for $4.29 per quart. Twin City Automotive, with locations in Uricksville and Strasburg.
Keep it right here on Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
Schweinfurt.
A 53-yard pass. Yeah, Schweinfurt has gone over 300 yards. And Perkins takes that. Where did they start that drive? How long was that drive? Meanwhile, they will approach and put the ball on the ground. It's going to skip Indian Valley's going to pick it up at the 29-30. And with some running room at the 35, up to the 38-yard line. Good job of returning that football by Caleb Reesner. And so it'll be first down for the Braves in pretty good field position at the 38. Well,
it was a 68-yard drive.
Okay. 68 yards, but they went backwards, remember, with the penalty. So they actually went farther than that.
And they scored in a minute 34. The yak yardage, that's the yards after catch, is incredible.
Yeah. So first down for the Braves at their own 30, we'll call it their own 37-yard line. It's between the 37 and the 38. And they hand out to Kinsey, and he's up the middle. Whoa! He goes and does a somersault as he was hit low and went flying to the 45-yard line for a gain of 7. Second and, 8 yards up to the 45, 2nd and 2. Well, I hope he's all right.
And we have about a minute 25 left with the clock running.
That's third quarter minutes. A 36-29 shootout. Indian Valley has only passed for 54 yards, and Williams only has 4 of those. Bircher comes in now as a fullback. Direct snap. There's 2 lead blockers for Kinsey. He's to the 50-yard line. He's being spun around by Mikey Young, but he's got more than enough for a first down into Pirate territory at the 48. So he gains at least 4 on that play and has a first down. Now he's got more than that. He gets 7. Kinsey unofficially with 176 yards on 26 carries, and the third quarter's not over yet.
It's just incredible. It's just a lethal combination for defense.
Wide receiver out wide to the right. It's an unfamiliar number out there. We'll have to find out who that is. On first down, they're going to give it to Williams. He follows Kinsey this time. He runs into his own blocker and then bounces off him to the left and gains 2 more yards from the 45 down to the 43. Second down coming up after a gain. Well, they're going to mark him back at the 44. Pick up a 4.
A 4-yard gain, and they were blitzing all the gaps. They were coming with everybody, and he still gained 4 yards.
Well, Kinsey went through the line and provided the late block. I don't think the Braves are maybe going to get another play off here. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Well, they might. And they come up to the line quickly. Out of an I formation, wing right side, wide receiver left on second down. Game clock down to 6. Play clock sits at 40. And Williams looks up with 3-2, and he says, nope, we're not going to do it. And that's the end of the third quarter. Indian Valley is in Perkins territory. Sandusky Perkins leading the state championship Division IV game after 3 quarters over Indian Valley, 36-29. And the final 12 coming up here in 1 minute on the Tusk.
Founded in 1988, Wood Electric has been your hometown electrical contractor for commercial, industrial, and residential needs. No job is too small or too large, and they treat every customer like family. Whether they're performing state-funded, multifaceted new construction or residential home service upgrades, their quality of work has been and always will be of utmost quality. Their goal is not only treating both the customer and the project with high regard, but they also guarantee that their work will be done respectfully, timely, and professionally. That's Wood Electric, 330-339-7002.
Follow the path to prevention to the Altman Cancer Center. You'll experience the latest in state-of-the-art technologies and the most advanced treatments to preserve your quality of life. One place for comprehensive, compassionate care. From a multi-specialty team of cancer experts working together and a navigator helping when needed most. You are our focus, and this is the place. Take the road to recovery to the Altman Cancer Center.
High school football is best enjoyed at a high volume. Blasting from your speakers, it's Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk.
David Striker.
Okay.
Here we go. Fourth quarter, just about to get underway here. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato. It is the Division IV state championship game. Indian Valley finds themselves down 36-29. Perkins scored 2 touchdowns in that third quarter. They got the first possession off a disputed onside kick, which actually hit one of their own guys before it went 10 yards, but the officials looked at the video and they didn't see it that way and gave the ball to Perkins, and they ended up scoring. But they keep hitting Braden Collier, and he's incredible, and the yards after catch you mentioned are in the hundreds.
Oh, it's crazy how they're doing that. Their time of possession is way, way behind Indian Valley's.
Schweinfurth has thrown for 304 yards by my stats. I think that's close to what they have on the official line there. And we're only 3 quarters in, so he's throwing for 100 yards a quarter, but most of those are coming on 1 or 2 throws. Collier has caught 3 touchdown passes for over 40.
Yeah, I'm looking at Collier as 196 yards, receptions, and 7 of them, and 3 touchdowns.
Well, I got him for 7 for 197, so we're pretty close. Well, again, Indian Valley, they're going to have to go down and score again, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to get a stop. So
whoever gets a stop is going to win this game.
Well, that's the whole thing. And nobody's going to punt. You're going to have to stop them on downs.
Or the turnover.
Or a turnover.
Yeah.
The only turnover we had in the game was on a kickoff return, so that was Indian Valley's turn of the momentum in the
We moved the
first
ball
half.
on the ground, which is statistically less chance for a turnover.
True.
Passing, there is that chance for a turnover.
Well, Woody used to say 2 things are bad when you pass. 2 things that can happen are bad: incomplete and interception. Here we go. It is 2nd and 6 for Indian Valley at the Perkins 44-yard line. Down by a score. 12 minutes left in the Division IV championship. Kinsey is to the left of Williams, and now he goes over to the sideline and checks something, and Williams is going to go to the line and check off, I think, because Kinsey now moves to the left, and he takes the direct snap, and he follows Williams, and he had a guy on his arm and carried him for an extra yard down to the 40, and it's 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, it makes a big difference with your observation there, Brad. It makes a big difference when Kinsey and Myers, when they're hit, they're going forward for 2-3 more yards. Williams.
Yeah, well, if they just fall, I mean, they're basically 6 feet tall. Kinsey's not quite, but there's your 2 yards, but they always go forward. 3rd down and 2 at the 40. This is obviously 4-down territory. Indian Valley pops out of the formation. They go with an offset eye. They hand it to Kinsey. He's got the first down as he blasts through to the 37. A lot of hitting going on down there, but it's a first down. And so they move the chains once again. Kinsey, 28 carries, 183 and 4. Count them, 4 touchdowns. Indian Valley unofficially now with 15 first downs. I keep forgetting to give a first down on the touchdown for Perkins.
The way this is playing out, I think Indian Valley is going to have the last possession. That's my prediction here.
Well, let's hope so. First down, Kinsey will hand it off to Williams. He's got room on the right. 30, 25. He's got a block downfield. He goes to the 20. He gets forced out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Mikey Young came over and knocked him out of bounds, but Williams got to the 19 before they could get to him. A 17-yard gain, again, off the handoff from Kinsey.
Yeah, they're just ripping holes like...
54 yards for Williams on the ground tonight. Well, that was nice. They sealed the end, and he was off to the races. James splits out wide to the left. They've got Golder in the slot. First down. Golder is at the hash mark with single coverage. Would they think about ever passing it? They give it to Kinsey. He fights his way through a block and then goes around to the 14-yard line for a 5-yard gain. So he is approaching 200 yards at 188, and it's 2nd down and 5 in the red zone once again now at the 14-yard line. Still 10-20 on the game clock and counting here in the 4th quarter. The winner is a state champ, and whoever loses this game is going to be a centimeter from being the state champ, one way or the other.
Yeah, it's just 2 evenly matched
teams.
It is.
It sure is.
In different ways.
On 2nd down, they'll go with the I formation, and Williams is going to run behind Kinsey. He leaps forward over the 10-yard line. And, wow, the linemen get up, And who was that? That was Titan Peterman, who said, look, this guy's blocking me way, way late. But it's another 5-yard gain and a first down. First and goal for Indian Valley at the 9-yard line as Williams got across the 10 to the 9. The ball's on the right hash mark. He comes in. Pacine comes in. Pacine will spend very little time in the huddle and split out wide to the left. That's the wide side of the field. They'll go tight end. And remember, coming off earlier was Kellen Coates. He's back in there. He's okay. Out of the shotgun on first down. They send a man in motion, and they fake the jet sweep, and then Williams runs through the right side down to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, and they just keep going. And there's those extra yards, Dino. He was stopped cold at the 5. He ends up at the 3.
And I'm just marveling, too, at that. I know I'm going on about it. That offensive line is so efficient in their blocking.
He's at the 2-yard line. Let's give him 7 on first down. It's second and goal at the 2.
And it should have been a 4-yard gain that he turned into a 7.
Well, that would have been a nice play to the 5. He's at the 2. And now they've got 3 shots from the 2 to punch it in.
They're not going to need 3.
I don't think so.
They've got them spread out.
Out of the eye. Second down. Kinsey hit at the 2, spins to the 1, spins again, and he is short. They call him short of the goal line at the 1-foot line.
He had no business getting that close. He was hit by a couple guys at the 2 or 3 yard line.
I don't know how they don't give him the touchdown, but they didn't. It's 3rd down and 1. I guess that guy's a lot closer than we are. Got some nice...
His knee was down. I just saw it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we do have that option of looking at the replay. He dropped the ball after he hit the ground. He scraped it back in, but I don't think it was a fumble anyway. 3rd and goal at the 1. And now we're going to get a whistle. Are we going to get a defensive timeout? The previous play is under review to see if he scored the touchdown.
Well, I think his knee was down. But we'll see here.
If it takes as long as the last time he looked at this, we might want to go get a beverage and something to eat. So 8:15 to play. It's either going to be 3rd down and about 6 inches or a touchdown. We shall see. The last time they got within 1 point, they lined up to go for 2 when it was 29-28, but then they got called for a penalty, a hold, and had to go back and kick a 30-yard extra point, which James did, which made this score tied at 29. So that's all in the distance here. First of all, they need to get the ball into the end zone. We'll see if they can do that.
Well, they just showed one replay. I still think his knee was down.
All right.
But I want to look at one more. If they
did the ball get across is the question before the knee. Because the ball, then the ball came loose, but he was clearly down by that time, whether he had it across or not. Touchdown. They called it a touchdown. They said he did drop the ball, but he scraped it back in, and he was across the line. Kinsey with a 2-yard touchdown, his 5th touchdown of the game. And it is 36-35.
Wow. How disastrous would that have been? And, I didn't understand it. I thought his knee was down.
Well, I thought so, too.
So I didn't think there would be a fumble.
Well, maybe they thought the ball came loose before the knee touched, and then he picked it back up, and he was over the line. They're going for the 2. Lead. Kinsey's going to take the snap. Williams is to his right. They snap it. Kinsey following Williams is into the end zone. He never even went down, and it is 37-36, Indian Valley with 8:15 to play. Back with the Braves kickoff in 30 seconds on the Tusk.
Tonight's game brought to you by Reichman Plumbing, located at 899 Wainwright Road, Southeast in New Philadelphia. A wide range of plumbing services for residential and commercial properties. Let Reichman take care of your plumbing, sewer, and water heater needs. And Colwell Flower Shop. Never underestimate the power of a simple gesture. Visit us at 2448 Brightwood Road, Southeast in New Philly. Mention this ad and get 2 carnations for your sweetheart for the price of 1 and 25% off our beautiful classic Cardinal centerpiece.
It's the area's best coverage. High school football on Big Hits WBTC, The Tusk.
Catch-up Dave Didinato back here with 8:15 to play. Matt Lancaster all bundled up on the sideline, but he's pretty excited right now as he's barking out to his team, let's go, let's get a stop. We have a 1-point lead in the state championship game in the 4th quarter. Can you believe the back and forth of this game?
No, I would never have expected this.
Perkins is a fantastic team. They beat Glenville last week. They held Glenville to 11 points. Indian Valley's got 37, but Perkins has 36.
It's the two of the best running backs probably in the state, this division.
No question.
And maybe the best blocking line I've ever seen.
Indian Valley will kick it off from the 40. Ball near the middle of the field. Colt James approaches, and he pooches it, and it's going to be taken on the fly at the 23-yard line. Return right, and being forced out of bounds over there was Bryce Davey. He gets to the 31, and that's where the Pirates will take over with 8:10 to play. They've got all three timeouts. I'm sorry, they've got 2 timeouts left. They're at their own 31. Stop, turnover, some way Indian Valley needs to get the ball back without giving up points. Let's see what they can do. Running back to the right of the quarterback. They go with a stack to the left. They go with 2 wide to the wide side on the right side. Indian Valley with 2 safeties, but the safety on the near side, Pacine, has creeped up. Collier is over there, so they've got 3 on 2 basically on that side. Man in motion to make 3 on that same side on first down. They throw the bubble screen. They get it over toward Collier. Oh, he went out of bounds. He's still on his feet, but he went out of bounds to clear back at the 35-yard line. How can they not see that? Am I watching a different game here? 42 and a first down.
We're going to look at the replay here. I'm sure they're going to show it, Brad.
It's an 11-yard gain. They're not going to take it back. Did he go out?
Well, they're not showing it.
No, I wouldn't either. First down at the 42-yard line. Ball on the left hash. They're going to they're going to give the handoff to Bunce, and he is going to cross the 45 into that Hall of Fame insignia to the 47-yard line. So it's a pickup of 5. Isaac Bunce now 14 carries, 71 yards. It's second down and 5, 7.5 minutes to go. Indian Valley 37, Sandusky Perkins 36. Indian Valley defense being called upon to get a big stop somehow on this drive. That 3-man front. Man in motion is Collier. He's behind the quarterback. They're going to try to flip it to him. Nope, they're going to give it to Bunce, and he cannot get away from the tackle this time. Standing up and getting a big tackle that time was Brogan Wilson. It is 3rd down and 5 coming up, 3rd and 6. As Bunce was stopped for a 1-yard loss. That's his first time he's been stopped for a loss tonight.
Yeah, and that's a huge play to make it 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
I thought with Collier going behind the quarterback, they were going to flip him the ball on some kind of a pitch.
What's scary is how well he throws the ball.
They'll go with a tight end standing up to the left side of the formation. And now Collier's in motion to the inside.
They're bringing an extra 2 men.
Here comes, and he's going to throw down the middle of the field. He's got Diedrich down there, and he makes the catch. He's caught from behind inside the 20, down at the 16-yard line. A 30-yard gain.
They sent 5 men. For Indian Valley, that's an all-out blitz.
Yep.
And you just kind of leave those guys on an island then, hoping they can cover.
That was a great catch, too. Down to the 16. First down, they're in the red zone, still with 6:14 and ticking.
Great catch and great throw.
Indian Valley still trying to find the way to get that stop. Now just 16 more yards for Perkins to try to regain the lead. Well, the play clock's down to 5. And finally, they're going to get the snap with 3. They're going to hand it to Bunce. He's going to get to the 15, 14, and that's about it. Ran to the right, got to the 14 for a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8. I got the hunch that it's getting a little chippy down there in the trenches right now.
Oh, I'll bet it is.
5:40 and counting on the play. Perkins has 2 timeouts left, and Indian Valley has all 3 of theirs remaining. As Sam Schweinfurth looks back over to the sideline to coach Jalen Santoro and his staff to see what to do on second down and 8 at the 14-yard line. He stands back with the running back to his left. He fakes, he throws the slant to Collier, and did he catch that?
Yes, he did.
A diving fingertip catch, but we've got a penalty flag down. Hold on. There's a flag. Ineligible man downfield, I think, may be the call. Here comes the white hat with the call. 5:12 to play. Ineligible receiver downfield. It is not a touchdown. It is going to be second and long. That's been a point of emphasis all season for all the games. We've seen that called.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, it looks like a 5-yard penalty.
Well,
so that'll going to make it second and...
It's a lot more than that, though, isn't it?
14. No.
Second and about 13 at the 19. They got to get to the 6. Stops the clock with 5:12. That Collier, what a catch. On a night when your fingers are that cold, he caught it with about 4 fingertips in the end zone. Diving full out Superman style, but it didn't count. One of his linemen got a little bit anxious.
Boy, a sack would be nice right now.
3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. That's a penalty, yeah. They didn't get that, and they didn't get a timeout. Or wait a minute, the side judge comes in. They did call a timeout. All right. So they should put an extra second back on the clock. Timeout, Perkins. We'll take a timeout. 5:12 to play. It's 37-36 Indian Valley with Perkins in the red zone, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on the Tusk.
Are you in need of financing but don't know who to call? Call Tusk Valley Financial with same-day loan service. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com and download the application. Then call 330-343-8900 to start the easy process. They take your application over the phone or in person with credit processed and customers notified sometimes the same day. Once terms are agreed upon, sign and receive your money. It's that easy. Loans subject to normal credit policies. Visit TuskValleyFinancial.com for complete details.
Ohio. Great high school football coverage on Big Hits, WBTC, The Tusk.
The end.
Brad Shup, Dave Didinato back here on the Tusk with 5:12 on the fourth quarter clock. This is championship football on WBTC AM and FM, Yorksville, New Philadelphia. It couldn't be more dramatic. Indian Valley has a 1-point lead. Perkins is down to 1 timeout left. They are on the 19-yard line. They just scored the go-ahead touchdown, but they had an ineligible receiver downfield, and so the ball's back at the 19. Then they couldn't get the snap off in time and called a timeout with about half a second before the play clock expired to save them from taking 5 more yards.
So what do you do if you're Indian Valley's defensive coach, Brad? You tried blitzing him, and he threw a touchdown pass, which was called back. You leave 3 men rush him, and they get no pressure on him. And, he's too good.
I don't know. I think you have to rush 4 and just decide what to do with Collier because he's the primary receiver.
Yeah. Has he even been touched?
Not that we are aware of. I mean, he might have been grazed a couple of times, but he hasn't been hurried. That's a stat in the pros, hurries. I don't think Indian Valley has any hurries. But they do have 3 timeouts left and a 1-point lead as this is another long television timeout. I feel bad for the guys with the capes on over there because it's a cold night.
I can tell you the coaches aren't complaining about it because it's great to have those times when you can make sure everybody's in there, make sure everybody knows the play.
We're laughing about the capes because Perkins has guys who we obviously came out of the locker room. They're like, you're not playing tonight. They wore their capes to warm up. The old long trench.
The old parkas. Yeah.
Indian Valley has none of that. You might ask for some extra tape on your arm or something just to try to keep the breeze off. The ball's at the 19 here. Don't forget, after the game, our big hitter is going to be announced, and get a big hitter T-shirt from DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery on Commercial Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia, and a free personal pizza from Freight Train Pizza on North Main in Yorksville. We're not going to deliver that tonight. Right. We will announce it tonight, and we will deliver it in person at the basketball game on Tuesday.
And I think that person could be whoever sacks the quarterback, regardless if they've done anything. At this time, that would be huge.
Let's see what Indian Valley does. They're showing a 4-man front now, Dino.
Yeah.
It's 2nd down and 13 at the 19.
This might get a little more pressure on them.
Yeah. They're looking over. Collier is looking over from the left side. He and Dietrich are over here on the left, a little bit wider than the other guys on the right side. Running back bunts, jumps back over to the right of the quarterback. They snap the football. He's looking left. He throws it high and long and deep for Collier. Incomplete. Collier was looking for it on the inside. The quarterback threw back shoulder, and it went out of bounds. It is 3rd down and 13. But this is where they've been poisoned. Every time it's 3rd and long, they complete not only a long pass, but a touchdown.
That's only the 5th incompletion, too.
Yeah, he's 16
that was a
for
good
21.
time for it for Indian Valley, though.
3 wide to right, 1 to the left. On 3rd down, they slap the hands. Indian Valley doesn't jump. They're showing a 4-man front here with 3 linebackers and 4 deep defensive backs.
And the crowd is making a lot of noise
Indian Valley's
here.
crowd is into it. They're trying to affect the play. The play clock is at 3, at 2, and at 1. They snap the football. Here comes pressure. They throw the screen to the left side. At the 20, at the 15, it's Bunce, and he is cut down at the 12. It's going to be 4th down and about 5 yards to go. Are they going to say that he was up on top of the defender?
On top of him, yep.
So they give him the 10. It's 4th and 4. They've given the 9. It's 4th and 3. A 10-yard gain. It's a good call.
And if you're Perkins, you have to throw the ball.
I think so.
You can't expect him to get 3 yards here.
Bunts to the right side on 4th down. Schweinfurth steps up. Still 10 on the play clock. He is changing the play. He's looking at his wristband and changing the play with 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap. He's looking. He throws the pass to the side. It is knocked away. Knocked down away from Collier. Incomplete. Eric Golder knocked the pass away, and the Braves have the football in a 1-point lead with 4:16 to go. Can't celebrate yet, though, because you got to get a couple of first downs. Finally, they knew who the ball was going to, and they had the coverage.
That's my play of the day right there.
But they threw the short side.
Yeah.
That might have been a mistake. Collier was trailing as they ran a double receiver, and then a skinny post for the first guy. He ran a quick out pattern, and Golder came over and knocked it away from him.
Now, no mistakes here. No mistakes.
That was not Golder. That was Hosteller. Indian Valley has the ball at their own 9 with 4:16. First down. Handoff. Kinsey. He's to the 13. He keeps his feet. He dives to the 19-yard line. He might have a first down.
Where are they going, Brad?
To the right. And he gets the 20, an 11-yard gain on the first down. 31 carries.
Wow, how big
201 yards.
How big does that penalty look now?
That's the whole difference. And so the clock ticks, and again, Perkins is down to 1 timeout. You'd think they would save that until about the 2-minute mark.
If you want a team to eat some clock up, this is the team you want right here. And they're running unbalanced.
On first down, you have to go unbalanced to the left. They go tight end to the right, and they're going to run to the left side. And Kinsey goes to the 20, 25. He's to the 30. He's got another first down as they take him down in the defensive backfield. A 14-yard game. Diedrich saved a touchdown. They'll give him the 35 for a gain of 15 yards. 2:16 for Grady.
And right now, Perkins cannot even put Indian Valley in a second down.
No.
And they know they're going to run the ball, and they know who's going to run it.
Well, I got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line.
Oh, my gosh.
You look over there, David Stryker.
It's a clinic.
Stryker's on that right side.
Unbalanced to the right now.
Peterman inside of him. On first down out of the I formation, Williams hands it off to Kinsey. Kinsey goes to the right side, and he is hit at the line and dives forward. He'll get probably 3 from the 35 to the 38. That's a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. 219 unofficially for Kinsey, and more importantly, under 3 minutes to go.
Well, for Perkins, this is a series you have to stop him.
On this series of downs right here is what you're saying. I know.
And you're going to have to stop on them 4 downs because I don't think they're going to punt the ball.
I don't either.
If they get to a 4th down.
Out of the eye. Play clock down to 10. Williams stands and looks at the play clock. And he's going to wait until 5 to lean down. And he'll take the snap with 3, and he'll hand it to Kinsey, who goes left side to the 45, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. He bursts through, and now he's going to slide down at the 38. What a great, wise play.
Yes.
He probably wouldn't have scored. He's down at the 40, a first down, and now they can make Perkins use that last timeout. Oh, my goodness. Grady, the thinker, down that one. Where did that play start? The 43, right? That's a 17-yard gain, and it could have been way more. He's got 236, but he's got a big first down here. They'll go out of the I formation. Williams waits for the play clock to go down to 5, 4, 3. There's the snap. There's Grady, left side. He hits the hole, not much of a hole there, and bounces forward
for a 5-yard gain.
He gets tackled. Doesn't get quite that much. And about a 3-yard gain. Timeout Perkins. 1:40 to play. Indian Valley with the football, leading 37-36 as you hear the crowd. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back here in Canton on the Tusk.
You're recovering, and now your doctor says physical therapy is needed. Where should you turn? Your best choice is Trinity Twin City Medical Center Outpatient Physical Therapy, located at 6408 McKee Road, Denison. You'll be in the care of a local staff, getting one-on-one attention. And convenient appointment times are available to better fit your schedule. Call today for an appointment, 740-922-6675 for Trinity Twin City Medical Center Outpatient Physical Therapy.
Big hits, both musically and on the gridiron, are here on Big Hits WBTC The Tusk. Focused on the fun.
I like Stryker. Yep, we're back here on the Tusk. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato. And now it's just a matter of holding on to the football and maybe getting yourself one more first down, Dino, before you can literally take a knee, because there's still 1:40 and the clock is stopped right now, and it's second down, not first down. So they'll go out of the eye. They will go wing to the right side. They will go unbalanced to the left side. They've been running right most of the night. Let's see what they do. They're going to run left. Kinsey goes to the 35. He's at the 30, and he's down at the 29, and that's going to do it. First down, Braves, as he's got a 9-yard gain, and we will not run another play that doesn't involve Riker Williams and a knee to the turf.
And what a great feeling that has to be, knowing you're going to get to take a knee in victory celebration.
At the state championship game, and Perkins, the body language tells the story. They are depleted.
Well, I said Indian Valley was the better team, and it just didn't seem like it with the scoreboard, you know.
They got the one stop they had to have. Yeah. They go in victory formation. There's the snap. Riker takes a knee at the 30, and we're down to 1 minute to play. Listen to this crowd roar. I don't know, is there anybody left down in southern Tuscarawas County, anywhere between Newcomerstown and Yerricksville?
No, they must be here.
They're here.
And they're excited.
Matt Lancaster running along the sideline. He wants to make sure every I is dotted and every T is crossed here. Don't make a mistake now. 35 seconds, second down. They snap it, and that's it! The Braves run off the field. State champs! A mob scene at midfield, and they're trying to get the Gatorade bucket, as they did last week, on Coach Lancaster. As the time officially ticks off here, the last 10 seconds, but the game is over. The teams will meet for a handshake at midfield at some point. 3, 2, 1, and now it's officially in the books. Indian Valley 37, Sandusky Perkins 36. A perfect season for the Braves and a state football championship for not only Indian Valley but Tuscarawas County for the first time ever.
I have 3 words to say. What a juggernaut. That was incredible. That running game, the 2 hard running backs in Williams and Kinsey, and that interior line from tackle to tackle, it's a shame we can't give them some kind of an award, because that was a clinic. I've never seen blocking like that.
This game was tied at 22 at halftime, and both teams scored 2 touchdowns in the second half. Indian Valley scored 2 extra points.
That was it.
And 1, and Perkins 1 and 1. That's the difference in the football game. Indian Valley got 1 defensive stop toward the end of the game when they had to have it, and then ran out the clock. Grady Kinsey doing the bulk of the work. I have him unofficially with 36 carries in the state championship game for 248 yards and all 5 Indian Valley touchdowns, as the Braves come to the near side, and they are celebrating as well they should be. Here they come.
What a feeling that has to be. We used to dream about doing that. To see them doing it in reality, it's incredible.
As they come through the handshake line very respectfully, both teams are, behaving the way that you would want them to. And then the Braves, when they peel off the end of that line, most of the guys are coming sprinting over to the sideline.
Very deserving, Brad. Very deserving.
And our friend Tim Street is down at the 39-yard line ready to present the trophies. The one to Perkins that nobody wants, but eventually you're glad to have, and that is state runner-up. What did I say? somebody's going to be the state champ and somebody's going to be a centimeter away. And boy, is that right.
Actually, it could have been worse had Kinsey not taken a knee.
Right.
When he could have.
Yeah.
I had the feeling that even if they would have scored, look how easily they were running the ball when you knew they were going to run the ball at the end of the game. Why they didn't have 11 guys in the box,
I cannot answer you that. And so the teams will gather at the sideline here. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We will come back, give you some final numbers, and try to pick up the presentation for the Indian Valley State Championship Award when we return here to high school football on the Tusk.
Hi, folks. Matt Smith here from Parkway Nissan in Dover. The new 2025 models are starting to roll in, which means it's time to make some room on the lot. So right now, we are offering the biggest discounts of the year on all the 2024 models in stock and finance rates as low as 3.9% for 72 months for qualified buyers. So if you've been waiting for that perfect time to buy, here it is. Stop into Parkway Nissan in Dover or visit us on the web at iloveparkway.com.
Keep it right here on Big Hits, WBTC The Tusk, for the best in high school football play-by-play coverage.
Welcome back. Brad Shup along with Dave Didinato as the teams are on either side of the field. Indian Valley is to the left of the 50-yard line. Perkins is on the right now, as Perkins was on the far side visiting sidelines for this game, and Indian Valley was on the near side home sideline. They've got it roped off toward the middle as, again, Tim Street of the OHSAA will make the trophy presentations here. We'll try to pick that up for you on our crowd mic and see how that goes. But some quick numbers for you for Perkins tonight. They rushed for 72 yards. Isaac Bunce had all of those on 16 carries. They passed unofficially. Sam Schweinfurth went 17 of 23 for 355 and 4 touchdowns, and Braylon Collier had 8 catches for 208 and 3 of those touchdowns as they made 16 first downs. They had 1 turnover, so they had a total of 427 yards for Indian Valley. They had 54 yards passing, and Grady Kinsey had 50 of those on a pass to Riker Williams. Williams was 1 for 1 for 4 yards. The Braves rushed for 312 yards. Kinsey had 248. Williams had 64. And there is the presentation being made now to the Perkins Pirates, who again knocked off defending champion Cleveland Glenville last week up in Clyde, 13-11. This game a completely different game for them as they come out into a virtual shootout and end up on the short end of a 37-36 score. Here's Tim Street again. So Perkins has 36 wins in the last 3 years, but not able to beat Indian Valley tonight. So we had almost 800 yards of offense tonight, which is not a surprise.
That was incredible. No punts by either team.
No punts. It's going to be hard to pick up Street when he gets the trophy presentation, but we will keep the mic open and we'll be quiet when he gets ready to give the championship trophy over to Indian Valley. 16-0. And you think about, you've been through this, like you said, for 20 years with Bob Zontini and then on your own. Summertime, 2-a-days, heat, 90-degree heat, and then you finish off down here on a 30-degree night with snow still around the edges of this stadium. 16 regular season weeks later in December, and nobody had beat you. That's unbelievable.
And you might want to throw in weight room in the off season too.
That's part of why you're here in week 16.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the reason why.
I'll tell you, I think you've got Coach Lancaster was such a great job with his players. Strategy is on both sides of the football is good. They do something to help their team win. He called that throwback pass, Kinsey to Williams. Then you have a line coach. I don't know who the line coach is, but I mean,
you got Jeremy Boland, Matt Carroll, Aaron Rea, Cole Lancaster, Sam Lucas, Chad Peterman, Jake Miller, and Cole Lancaster. And here are the Braves as they kneel at the 50-yard line on the Hall of Fame insignia to receive their trophy. Let's try to pick this up. Well, there it is as the whole team jumps and leaps in the air to get a touch of that trophy. And Jackson Bircher, the captain, holds it high above his head so everybody can see it. What a ride.
Well, it certainly was. It's just incredible. And it dawned on me when he said the first team from Tuscarawas County. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that.
There's only been, I think, 2 or 3 other teams that have made the semifinal. And even Indian Valley has not made it past the regional final until this year.
That was, and they're back. They're back next year. Kinsey, Williams are back. About half the line's back, but it won't matter because they'll just channel in somebody else to.
Well, here are the seniors, and the first one was injured, but he played a big part before he got injured. Owen Faulkner's a senior. You've got Colton Smith, a senior. Connor Bowen, Caden Vosick, Jackson Bircher, Eric Golder, Gavin Garbrandt, Hunter Peterman, Andre Mendoza, David Stryker, and Mason Parrish, who was also injured for about the second half of the season. The seniors who finish out their career as state champions on the field at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. And this game started, it was unbelievable. A 40-yard pass on 3rd and 35 from the great quarterback that we saw tonight for Perkins, Sam Schweinfurth, as he hit Parker for a touchdown. It was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Then an explosion in the second quarter. Grady Kinsey scored a 2-yard touchdown. The extra point kick was blocked. It was 7-6. Kinsey then went in from 13 yards over after they got the ball back after a fumble. Williams hit Bircher with a 2-point conversion after he was nearly sacked to make it 14-7. Schweinfurth came back, hit Collier for the first of their 3 touchdown hookups, 54 yards. Extra point kick made it 14-14. Kinsey answered with 1:09 to go in the first half with a 2-yard run to cap an 80-yard drive. The extra point, Kinsey, a 3-yard run, made it 22-14. But then again, it was I struggle with his name, Schweinfurth, who hit Collier with a 70-yard pass on the very next play from scrimmage. It was 22-all at halftime. Then after a disputed onside kick recovered by the Pirates, Schweinfurth hit Parker with a 26-yard pass, a great one-handed catch to cap a drive. The extra point kick made it 29-22. The Braves answered. Kinsey went over from 2 yards out to cap an 82-yard drive. They went for 2 and they got it, but they were called for a holding penalty, so then they had to kick a 30-yard extra point. It was good, 29-all. Then with 1:54 to go in the third, Schweinfurth hit Collier for a 53-yard pass. It was 36-29 after the kick. And then at 8:15 to go, Kinsey scored on a 2-yard run to cap a 63-yard drive. His extra point run made it 37-36. Pirates drove all the way down inside the 10. They actually made a touchdown. It was called back for an ineligible receiver downfield. And on 4th down and 3, they threw an out pass to the 4-yard line, incomplete. And Indian Valley got the ball back, and Dino never gained it up. Gained 3 first downs. Kinsey slid. He could have maybe scored, but he slid to make sure that they held on to the ball, and a 1-point win feels like a 100-point win.
Oh, sure, and all they needed to do was keep the clock running. A lot of times teams will let you score with the chance that, we'll stop them on the extra point and get the ball back. So that was a smart move. Again, they're just on top of it. I mean, they're good enough anyway, but when they're well coached like they are, and they have such a strong line, offensive line, it's a deadly combination.
Well, that leads us to a difficult decision. Like you said, it would be great if we could give 6 big hitter awards to the front 5 and the tight end. I don't think they're going to let me do that, so we're going to have to knock it down to 1 player tonight who gets the big hitter award, and that's going to be a player. And again, we're still in disagreement on what to do with this. Would it go with the lineman? Or are you talking about defense over there?
Yeah, you talking about defense or offense?
Well, I'm talking about offense. Let's do an offense and a defense. I think they will let me do that.
Okay.
All right. So let's go first offensively. My choice for the big hitter tonight, we're going to go to with the state championship, is the offensive right tackle, David Stryker, 6 foot, 260-pound senior. They ran right, I'm going to say, 70% of the time tonight and ended up unofficially with 312 yards rushing. Got to give him one of those extra large, maybe even a 2XL shirt.
Yes.
And the pizza from Freight Train.
Those extra big shirts that you had sitting there.
Now we got one.
We got
now,
somebody for
defensively, what are we going to do?
I got to go Riker Williams. He had 4 unassisted tackles. And you know what? No sacks, which surprised me for Indian Valley. Did not have a single sack. But they were the better team, Brad. It was going to be I was afraid it was going to come down to, when that touchdown was called back, I was like, oh my God, if they make a mistake on the drive, they could lose this game, a game that they'd be saying, we should have won it. And they did win it, though, and they won it in convincing fashion. I know the score was close, and how can I say that? But if you watch the game, they were clearly the more physical, the better coach team.
They won the game in the trenches, that's for sure. The speed was the only thing that held Perkins in there, and especially one guy. But the trenches, even when Perkins had the ball, was being controlled by Indian Valley. Their 2,300-yard running back only gained 70 yards tonight.
And I want to correct myself. They weren't the better coach team because they were just as well coached.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams were. I shouldn't say that in slight Perkins. But it was just a fantastic night for Indian Valley. Can you imagine this? That those guys, the rest of their lives, should have this. They're state champions in football.
And in this community, 4 big parties are going on now. There's going to be a party in Port, and in Midvale, and in Tusky, and in Didinato, don't you think?
Oh yes, yeah. and all places close to my heart for years.
And that's going to do it. What a night we've had. There's some ups and downs all over the place, but a great place to watch a game.
Well done, Bravos. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. As they still mingle on the field and getting some extra pictures taken down there tonight as our football season concludes. I do want to thank everybody involved who made this night and this season a part of our lives. And, gosh, we got to share with you something really exciting tonight. So a big thanks to our sponsors and all the people who do all the work to make it happen. And Brian Ferguson back at the station. I know he's probably lost 2 clumps of hair tonight, but we got it all taken care of. So, Brian, we appreciate that. And thank you so much. And I want to thank you, Dino, for coming in. And we had a great finish to the season, did we not?
Yes, we sure did. Yeah. Couldn't be any better for me, to be watching Indian Valley here win a state championship.
Well, that's for sure. And they did it tonight.
I could speak for Coach Santini. He's probably, if he's listening, he's happy as, well, I'm not going to say it.
He'll say it.
It wouldn't be good on the air.
He'll say it. Tonight's final, 37, Perkins 36, Indian Valley state champions. And this is Brad Shup saying so long from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio.
Division IV State Championship football on the Tusk. Tonight featuring Indian Valley versus Sandusky Perkins in Canton. Has been brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, Stocker Concrete, Ferris Chevrolet Buick Cadillac Toyota, Twin City Automotive, Wood Electric and Woodstall Timbers, Altman Health System, Tusk Valley Financial, Trinity Twin City Hospital, Parkway Nissan, Willowdale Golf Carts, Ricardo's Restaurant and Banquet Facility, USP Sandblasting and Painting, Colwell Flower Shop, and Reichman Plumbing. Thanks for joining the area's best broadcast team on the Tusk, focused on the fun.
The Tusk urges you to get motivated and put together a big to-do list for the day. Then look for somebody else to do it all while you listen to our big hits.